football, which features the Greenfield Park Packers versus the Lakeshore Cougars. I ask you to turn your attention to the south side of the field. S'il vous plaît, portez attention au côté sud du terrain, côté droit, pour l'annoncement des Greenfield Park Packers.
Just to confirm, we're each doing one team.
Bon, on commence avec le numéro 1, Jaden Glasgow. Le numéro 2, Daniel Lombardo. Le numéro 3, Akil Bonnie.
Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Stade Hébert for the site of the Quebec Midget Football Final here as we get ready for the Doug Britton Bowl game between the Lakeshore Cougars and the Greenfield Park Packers on a lovely first weekend of November. The autumnal season is now in full force. The final conclusion to the Quebec minor league football season will be upon us here in St. Leonard, Quebec, as we get ready for what should be a very sumptuous game between Greenfield Park and Lakeshore as well. Welcome our broadcast partner, a man who has played at the highest level of football in Quebec with the Laval Rouge-et-Or, also involved in the Sage-Up world as well, Mr. Dwayne John. Dwayne, good evening to you, good afternoon to you as we get ready for Lakeshore and Greenfield Park. Does this bring back memories of what you went through as a young man playing at this level of football?
Bonjour Mo, et oui, en effet, ça ramène des bons souvenirs. Les premiers gros championnats que j'ai pu jouer ici avec les Spartiates du Vieux-Montréal. So great memories, and it's going to be a great day for the Packers and or the Lakeshore Cougars.
So a fortnight ago, they played each other. 16-10 victory by Lakeshore over Greenfield Park. This is the third time they're going to play each other. Lakeshore has won the first two battles. It was a big win first time. It was only a 6-point win the second time here. How tough is it to beat a team 3 times in the same season and now all for the Britton Bowl right now?
In football, winning 3 times against the same team is something that's really, really tough. So if the Packers manage to bring it at 6 after their first loss, I expect a solid game from the Packers. The Cougars know that they progressed. Donc, je pense qu'on va avoir tout un match en perspective. Et je pense que les Packers, ils se sentent un petit peu plus prêts suite à leur deuxième défaite, sachant que c'était si près. Et les Cougars vont devoir remettre encore plus d'énergie. Et je suis sûr qu'ils sont préparés afin de s'assurer que cette troisième fois, third time, be a charm.
The quarterback position. We know it is the most sexy position of football because it is where the best players occupy. Riley Elements for Greenfield Park against Glenn Valentine of Lakeshore. Valentine threw 26 touchdown passes. How important will that quarterback battle be for these two teams here trying to get this victory?
Quarterbacks are the key. And on a beautiful day like this, usually in Quebec, playoffs, championships, we want to go on the ground because we don't know what to expect. So 26 touchdowns in a season, it's something totally remarkable. So he'll play a big part in the offense. As well, for the Packers, number 7, Riley Element, for sure he's going to have his say in their success.
Well, we look forward to what should be a very great game today here between Greenfield Park and Lakeshore. Nerves. You've been in multiple finals at different levels. How important it will be for these teams here, especially these young men, playing in a deep final like this, to keep their emotions in control, given that one mistake could be costly.
Oui, puis c'est un peu ça le travail des entraîneurs. Le travail des entraîneurs, c'est de les préparer, oui, sur le terrain, mais également tout ce qui est émotionnel, de leur faire comprendre c'est une autre partie, une partie qu'ils ont déjà joué, la même grandeur de terrain, la même grosseur de ballon, un adversaire, donc de emmener l'énergie où est-ce qu'il y a un petit peu de fébrilité, mais pas trop où est-ce qu'ils vont être trop nerveux puis ils pourront pas exécuter.
As we're getting ready now for the Lakeshore introductions, to our left and to the right is the Greenfield Packers, as they will be wearing the golden, I guess, Kelly green uniforms, those pants. May not be more of a fashionable choice to look like on a downtown Friday night here, but definitely the colors of Greenfield Park. And of course for Lakeshore, they'll be in their red tops and pants with a melange of red and black helmet here, a little mix like that, and it's going to be fascinating to see how these teams play. Again, the final game of this day here. It's been a busy day here at St. Leonard and Stade Hébert with what has happened with the North Shore Lions defeating the St. Leonard Cougars earlier today, and now we have this big game here, the cherry on top. What has been a very busy weekend for Quebec football, for Civic, and also for Sage-Up football on top of that. As we get ready now, national anthem will be upon us, and then kickoff will be here from Stade Hébert. Greenfield Park and Lakeshore. The question now is, in this next 4 quarters of chapters that we'll have, who will be hosting that trophy? And that's going to be the key. And I'll tell you one thing, Dwayne. I'm starting to feel the emotions here, that butterflies, because, again, this is our first powwow together, but this is now the 3rd time, and we know how this is going to feel like early on.
Mo, when I came here today, for me, today is a great day. I'm knocking off something off my bucket list, working with the great Mo Khan on a webcast, doing football. Right there, I got up this morning and I knew it was going to be a great day, and I'm pretty sure for the Greenfield Packers and the Lakeshore Cougars, these kids, boys and girls on the teams, they're going to have a great day playing football, playing the sport they love, and giving it their all because they know it's their last one of the season.
And one more thing to bring up, special teams, kicking. Jaden Rice, number 5 for Greenfield Park. He can hit them. He can hit them. He's a big hitter. He can hit from beyond 40 yards, from what Jamil Springer and the assistant coach told me. In practice, he's even hit 60 yards. So we'll find out now. Stay tuned now for the national anthem. Welcome back here to Stade Hébert. The midget final upon us here. The Doug Britton Bowl championship game on display here. Lakeshore against Greenfield Park. And now coming up is the coin toss, and we'll see who will receive this first possession. And it looks like it will be the captain for Lakeshore, Glenn Valentine, along with number 2 and Daniel Lamboto. 2 key players, 2 chief destroyers of what they do with the ball in their hands here. That could be the difference in why one of these teams could win this championship game today. So, Dwayne, I'll ask you this. If you win, you defer, or with no wind, no stiff breeze, no weather elements a factor, do you want to take that ball and set the tone early on?
It's always a decision that's hard to make. If you got a great defense, I know the defensive coordinator wants to get his unit on the field right away and set the tone, have a good kick, get them deep, and keep them pinned to have that field advantage. If you're on the offensive side of the ball, sometimes, you know, you'd maybe rather have the wind, or you'd rather have the other team start, because you just want to see how it plays out and make sure that you could get the possession in the second half. So,
all right, we'll find out now here. And so Greenfield Park has elected to receive the ball here. So we'll see how this plays out. So today is election day in the Montreal region. For that, you need a majority rule to win your rivalry. But in Greenfield Park Lakeshore rivalry, all that requires 1 more point than your counterpart. Last time, 6 points was the difference in this musical chairs of battle. This evening, who will be the champions by the business end? A massive game of chess is upon us to unfold for the world's eyes to see. Greenfield Park and Lakeshore about to kick off here. And that's going to be key. So Lakeshore will kick it off. And I'll be curious to see how the defense will be for Lakeshore, because this is a defense that loves to be aggressive and be physical. And do you expect that to be the key point here early on with them trying to establish that tone early in the matchup?
Mais je pense que tu ne changes pas ton identité. Si c'est ce que tu as fait pendant l'année, ce qui t'a permis d'avoir du succès, tu dois garder cette identité, tu dois garder cette intensité, cette agressivité. Donc, de commencer le match avec ça, si c'est ce que tu as fait, ben, c'est ce que tu dois continuer à faire.
Well, for these two teams now, we get ready. The huddles, the last words, the last rite of passage from the coaches to these players here to play a very crucial, important scheme now for these two teams now, trying to school each other on the field as we get ready for kickoff from Stade Bear. As the floodlights do come on here, as the sun sets to our backs, as we get ready now for fall football, the final conclusion of the midget season upon us here with Greenfield Park set to receive the ball as they will attack going right to left. Lakeshore will defend going left to right here for this first quarter moving forward. So we hope you enjoy it. It is 4 12-minute quarters, not the traditional 15-minute quarters that we see in the higher levels of football. So time will be in essence here. Racetrack is definitely upon us. A week to consider and reconfigure your lineups and adjustments now. For Greenfield Park, do they have the knockout blow to surprise Lakeshore and win this game and ruin their undefeated year? And we're getting ready now as we'll see how this will unfold. Set to return the ball for the Lakeshore, for the Greenfield Packers, is down to Lamboto along with number 32 in La Montagne, who's on the near side, and Lamboto is on the far side. He's parked at the 15-yard line. And now we get ready for a kickoff between Lakeshore and Greenfield Park. Dwayne, enjoy the game, my friend.
Thank you, you too.
I will try my best. We try our best here. Kickoff now upon us. And set to get this game underway is Magny Droit, and it's going to the near side. And returnable for La Montagne, up ahead to the 25. He looks now, cuts up ahead to the 35, and he makes his way up ahead. He's got a seam now to center field, going to the 40. Look out to the 45. Pirouettes his way to the 50, and a great starting position for the Greenfield Packers.
Un retour de 31 verges du numéro 32, Mathis Lamontagne. Excellent retour. Il attaque tout d'abord vers la gauche et ensuite voit qu'il n'y a pas d'ouverture, se redirige vers la droite. Et un bloc clé, qu'en réalité, ce n'était justement pas un bloc. On va le voir à la reprise, le numéro 24 qui décide de ne pas toucher son homme et ça fait en sorte que le retourneur retourne à l'intérieur.
Leader on the offense is Riley Element, who's done a very good job for this team. And now with 11:35 left in this first quarter, 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. A two-pack to the right, tight end to the right. Rolling towards his left, launching, going towards the near side. That's caught out at the plus side of the 48-yard line. Laboto's first catch as he opens his account for his first play.
Great play. Quarterback rolls out to his left. Always harder for a right-handed quarterback to roll out to his left. And he puts his shoulder into it, throws the ball, an outside flood where Lamboto ran an out, 10-yard out, and completed the ball. So great first play.
11:21 left here in this first quarter. Great first play for the Greenfield Park Packers. He'll be now marked off at the 48-plus side. Tailback in the back end. Rao rolling to his right, now stepping up, looking pressured, and he's going to take off up ahead now to the 48, diving up towards the 45-yard line. Brought down by the linebacker, number 58, and James Lannon. And it'll be a second down coming up.
Yeah, so pressure. We talked about it from the get-go. Lakeshore's going to bring that pressure, and they did. Quarterback managed to escape right through the middle and get some positive yards. So instead of a sack, a 4-yard gain.
And now it'll be 2nd and 7 as we are approaching 10:40 left here. Opening drive, second play of this series here. Lamboto's now playing the width on the far right of the formation. And early movement, and we talk about undisciplined penalties, and this might cost one of these teams here 5 yards.
Exactly, so penalty on Greenfield Park here, where a little bit of movement, they were heavy right, they had a fullback to the right, they still had a fullback in the backfield, so 3 running back set. Too bad for them. Somebody moved before the ball, and they're going to move back 5 yards.
Well, for the Greenfield Park Packers, they have some showstoppers on this offense here. Explosive when they're called upon. It will be 2nd and 12, and they will need to get back these yards. Are marked off at the 50. 2 in the backfield, 2 to the near side left. Elmo rolling to his right. He's got time. Launching, going far side. He's looking for Lombardo. He's got it to the 35 and forced out of bounds. Enough for a first down and another big catch for the superstar.
Same exact play as the first play of the game. This time, quarterback rolls out right, finds Lombardo close to the sideline that ran that out again. So we see it here on the replay. Protected, nice ball, only in a place where Lombardo could get it. And it's a great first down again.
A peach of a throw by Element, and now it would be 1st and 10 from the 31 as we're inside 10 minutes of this first quarter. Dwayne John Mocon here from Saint-Hubert. 2 now to the right. Lombardo occupying the width on the near left. Looking towards the left, that's swinging out towards the flats. That's caught, and very minimal gang, and a deluge of red tackling the Greenfield Park Packer receiver and Lorenko, and there'll be second down coming up here.
Combo coverage here for Lakeshore. So man on the short side, top of the screen, zone on the field side at the bottom of the screen. So the quarterback took the easy play. What they were given, he took it, and it's positive yards again.
You think this will set up for the big play, for the kill shot towards the end zone as he inched now from the 27-yard line?
It's a possibility. Number 24 that's in the backfield is always getting outside, and nobody's following him, so I've got an eye on that.
And Lorenko's now playing the width on the near left. 2nd and 6. Middle handoff and going absolutely nowhere into the swampland of the Lakeshore Cougars, and that's brought down by number 99 and Nolan Howard, who's had a monster year for this team and also a keeper in the D-line for the Cougars.
Yeah, so Greenfield puts it on the ground. A nice zone read play right in the middle, but better play by number 99 on Lakeshore here.
8:54 left here in this first quarter. Still 0-0 between the Cougars and Packers from Stade Hébert, the Britton Bowl championship game. Elman's got now 2 to his right. Single back formation. Lakeshore now has 1 down lineman and a lot of movement from their first and second level defense. And they're coming. Elman's got time. Looking, pumping. He's going to take off. Away he goes to the near side. 25, 20, going out to the 50 and forced out of bounds. Enough for a first down. And the legs, the ingenuity of the quarterback mixing the pass and run in this first drive.
Totally, and great read here by Riley. Riley, when he looks to his right, sees the linebacker extend, the halfback on top. They've got numbers on the receivers, so decides to keep it, tuck it, and go, and runs for a first down. Great decision.
It looked like Dwayne John out there running.
Almost, not totally there, but
prime Dwayne John back in the day. We'll get those VHS tapes out at halftime. 8:15 left here. 1st and 10 from the 15. 2-by-2 receiver formation for the Packers. Element rolling to his right, looking, launching, going far corner, and that's picked off. The first mistake and the first execution read by Lakeshore, and they get the ball back on that INT.
Totally. Number 7, Riley, did a good job. Just held the ball a little too long. Had number 24 that out-leveraged everybody to the flat. We see it here. But he came back inside, and this crisscross pattern brought the guy on top to make a play. 3rd time rolling out.
And we talk about the red zone. They come up empty on that first red zone opportunity. Now the ball marked off of the 10 for Lakeshore. They're in the doorsteps of their goalpost. And now the quarterback, Glenn Valentine, who threw for 26 touchdowns. He has the arm. 2 to his left. George Caparis, the OC of this offense. Handoff up to the middle, and nothing but a yellow wall of Packers to minimize that run.
Yeah, nice inside zone. Just wanted to make sure they get a good formation, stack 2 receivers to the right, split 2 receivers to the left. Simple inside zone where the Greenfield Packers did a great job on stopping it.
And now a big part, Glenn Valentine coming from the huddle as they're on the near side of their bench. 7:18 left here, 2nd and 10. And this will be a big moment here for the Greenfield Park Packers to minimize anything and not give up too many points if the case is here. 2 strong defensive teams. Lakeshore comes up with a kill shot early on with the breakthrough INT. 3 to the right of the quarterback. Dropping back, launching, going center field. Incomplete. Valentine had his man open, and Raphael Dunn, who was cutting through the heart of the Packer defense.
Yeah, some kind of cut coverage on the weak side where the weak halfback was on top. Free safety was on top on the 3 receiver side to the right of the quarterback. This number 9 just went right down the pipe, right in the middle, in between both high safeties, and just missed the catch.
The money play now, 3rd and 10, inside 7 minutes left in this first quarter. From the 10-yard line, 2 to the right. Dropping back, looking, launching, open, incomplete. And a drop ball by number 1 in Caparis, Alexander Caparis, and it'll be a 4th down coming up here for the Cougars. And your receiver, Dwayne, you catch with your hands, not with your body.
You gotta catch it with your eyes, and you gotta use your hands to catch it with your eyes. So the play here was a great call. Sam didn't extend. There's 3 receivers to the right. There was an open zone. The receiver just couldn't close the deal.
6:40 left here in this first quarter. So they'll punt this ball away. So for the Greenfield Park Packers, we'll have 2 returners parked and loitering at the 45-yard line. Going to the near side, returnable, and this is going to be great field position for the Packers. From the 35 near side, looking ahead to the middle and going through and barging right through the red wall. And with 6:23 left here, Greenfield Park will get some excellent field position. And for this second drive here, Dwayne, what is the key for Element to keep this game and not give up another turnover like he did in the first drive?
Je pense que ça va être de revenir à la base, de s'assurer de possiblement mettre la balle au sol, juste voir dans quelle formation que Lakeshore ils veulent s'aligner selon notre personnel. On est en excellente position pour avoir des points. Le ballon est à la ligne de 27. Donc, je pense de prendre ce qu'il nous donne et de savoir qu'on va avoir du temps et que ça a bien été sur la première séquence offensive.
As we drip towards 6 minutes left here in this first quarter from the 27, 1st and 10. 3 receivers now to the right. Element, toss play. Here comes Lambato, dancing his way through, and he'll pirouette up ahead for a few more yards, and he'll get about 3, if not 4 yards, with 6 to go in the first quarter.
Lakeshore needs to have eyes on Lambato. The ball's always going to him. If it's a pass, if it's a toss, they need to know at all time where he's going to be lined, and we know that he's going to get the ball most of the time.
4 in the play for him, now marked off at the 23-yard line with 5:42 left here in this first quarter. 0-0, Cougars and Packers, but the Packers have been asking more questions of the Cougars early on in this matchup. Can the Cougars hold serve once more and keep this to a minimal possession? 2-by-2 receiver formation. Handoff up the middle, and now trying to dive up ahead is number 23 and Tyron Wilson, as he will get close enough to the first down. Tyron Wilson making a big play on that play.
Assurément un jeu de zone intérieure où est-ce qu'il garde les épaules parallèles, trouve la brèche nécessaire et finit sa course en mouvement, garde les jambes en action et finit avec des verges positives. Donc, il manque plus que 3 verges pour un premier jeu.
So Tyron Wilson with the carry, 3rd and 3 from the 25 minutes left here in this first quarter. Dwayne John Mocon as Greenfield Park is inching towards the end zone. The question now for them, will it be 3, 6, or no points? We'll find out. Wilson in the backfield. Element early movement, and that will not count. And there was a penalty, and we'll see who this will go against. Dwayne, what is your eyes saying?
Je vois Lambato qui sort du côté large, donc il sort du champ arrière et il vient étirer la défensive. De ce que j'ai vu rapidement, j'ai pas l'impression que quelqu'un le suivait. Donc, encore là, Lakeshore, ils ont besoin de savoir où est-ce qu'il est. Le petit numéro 2, il est rapide, il est bon. Et si on le laisse dans l'espace tout seul, ça va être dangereux pour eux.
And this will be offside Lakeshore. So that big part in Greenfield Park will have the first down now officially, as that will be the first conversion on 3rd down for them in this game with 4:45 left here in this first quarter from the 15-yard line. So a new set of downs for Greenfield Park, and for Lakeshore now just trying to hold this to a minimal gain of points if that's the case to be. 2-by-2 receiver formation once more. 2 to the near side left, handoff now. Lambato looking, and he is a sniffer of holes, and he found one for a few more yards. It'll be 2nd down coming up here for the Packers.
Exactement. Un jeu qui allait un petit peu plus à l'extérieur, so we were trying to get the edge. The fullback started to run it outside, but number 66 just lost his block, brought the runner back inside, but great job recognizing that and not trying to lose yards to get more yards.
And 66, Alex Fleury-Bourget, who was a key player for this Packer team on both lines, O-line and D-line, as they play Ironman football for some positions. It'll be 2nd and 6 with 3:52 left here. Lambato now occupying the width on the near side left. Toss play, left side. Here comes the Diesel, and up ahead to the 5, and body slam down is Wilson. And he will be inching closer and closer now towards the end zone with 3:33 left here in this first quarter.
Belle course et encore un plus beau plaqué contre le numéro 23. Donc, un beau toss play vers l'extérieur. On veut attaquer l'extérieur rapidement. On met le ballon dans les mains du porteur et boum! Le numéro 9, je crois, qui a réussi à faire ce beau plaqué.
Yeah, number 9 for is Raphael done. And with a 3rd and 1, they can convert again here as we're approaching 3 left in this first quarter. Greenfield Park has had the monopoly of the possession so far in this opening period. Now the question is, can he punch it in as they are near the borderline for touchdown? Handoff, middle, looking. Wilson is, he's going to be close, Dwayne. I don't know if he got that or not with 2:51 left here. And if you are Greenfield Park, do you want to go for it or take the points?
Moi, je pense que j'y vais. It was 3rd and short. If they don't have it, I believe number 23 looks like a great runner, a great power runner. I think they need to go, and they will go. It's going to be 4th down.
So they will go for the big play so far in this opening period of action here with 2:28 left. As now they're bringing in a troika, now a quartet of players here for Greenfield Park. And it appears they will call a timeout with 2:22 left here to avoid too many men in a huddle. So Greenfield Park, angst now, a key play here coming up for the Greenfield Park. So if you're Lakeshore, what's your call on defense?
I think they need to play it safe. They need to make sure that it could still be a fake. It's 4th and inches. They want to make sure that they're going for 3 and they're not trying to pull a rabbit out of the hat and go for the touchdown. So you got to play it safe and make sure that we control the gaps.
The Doug Britton Bowl Championship game here, Lakeshore Greenfield Park, QMFL. A fantastic day here as we are seeing the sun set to us. The clocks did move back an hour, so it will get darker a little bit earlier than normal. So hopefully no one gets too sleepy with the lights getting a little bit brighter as we get forward to this. So it's 2:22 left here, 4th and 1 from the 5. And this will be marked off on the left hash mark of the Lakeshore territory. And it appears they'll bring in the kicker. In fact, they will bring in Jaden Rice. So do you agree with that, to go for the field goal now and then not get the first down?
I think you want to go get your points. If you're not sure, you had a nice chance to go for 3rd and short and you didn't get it, you want to leave here with points. So not a bad decision at all.
This could be tricky here for Rice, going from the left hash mark, and he makes it relatively easy. In fact, Jaden Rice last week got all the points for the Greenfield Park Packers in the win, and that was a very easy chip shot for him, 3-0 lead. So if you're Lakeshore, you come away relatively easy because they could have scored 14 in the first 2 drives, but only got 3 so far.
Totally, and they had Greenfield Park had great field possession on this one, and Lakeshore to hold them at 3, they need to look at that like a W.
2:11 left here. Dwayne John Mocon. So first blood drawn towards the Greenfield Park Packers as they lead 3-0 on a kick, on a field goal kick by Jaden Rice from 5 yards out, relatively easy. And it appears that Lakeshore will offer the ball at the 35-yard line. And for Glenn Valentine, 26 touchdown passes. We saw a bit of his cannon arm as he has some fizzing passes that were not caught by his receivers.
Exactly. The receivers want to make sure that when they went back to the bench, they caught a couple of more balls just so for this possession when they're going to get on the field, that they get the chance to catch every single ball thrown their way.
Lakeshore runs and employs a pistol offense. 36 of the 40 players are first year only, so they have a chance to grow with this midget program in the next year or two. Valentine under center. He's got 2 running backs, pro set that he will run here as we approach 2 minutes to go. Rollington now to his left, looking pressure now. Near side, he will throw it away. Caparis was in the area. Was he outside the box? It appears he was. And right now for Valentine, feeling the heat from that Packer front 7.
Oui, mais très bon jeu de Valentine ici, là, de reconnaître la situation, de voir que sa passe écran n'était pas disponible. Sort de la pochette protectrice, se débarrasse du ballon, dépasser la ligne de mêlée et évite une pénalité ainsi.
For Troy Jarrett, 29-4 in the last couple of years. 2 of the 4 losses against Lakeshore, which we'll get your point on that after here. Valentine under center once more. Handoff left side, looking up ahead and brought down for maybe a yard or 2. And this will be a 3rd down coming up here. Ball carrier was Zachary Pipe, whose uncle played at Vandy College way back in the day, with 1:31 left here in this quarter.
Le numéro 66 ici qui a fait un superbe jeu. Donc, on en parlait tantôt, le Ironman football. Il joue sur la ligne offensive, il joue maintenant sur la ligne défensive. Et a dressé le mur contre ce jeu au sol. Donc, situation de 3e essai long.
Caparis now trips right for Valentine. Caparis occupying the width on the near right. 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversion for the Cougars. Valentine looking, he's going to quarterback draw it. He is looking somewhere. Looking for an outlet. He's going to launch it to the near side. That's caught by Caparis. Tackled at the 54-yard line, shy of the midfield stripe. And a first big play And Valentine using his creativity and ad-lib to get that play alive and keep that play moving forward.
Assurément une formation avec 3 receveurs du côté court. On tente d'emmener un petit peu plus de gens du côté court. Il tente de courir, donc c'est un jeu désigné. Il sort de là, garde les yeux down the field and sees a receiver there, throws him a strike and completes for the first down.
Now from the 53 officially, as Caparis making his first grab of the day. Tight end right to the formation. Valentine under center with 2 in the backfield. Handoff to the left side. Looking and now will wiggle his way through onto the plus side is Zachary Pipe. And with 37 seconds left, or there could be 1 if not 2 more plays left. And it's now second down coming up here from the 54 plus side.
Et Lakeshore qui s'aligne avec 2 ailiers rapprochés. Donc un à la droite, un à la gauche. Garde 2 receveurs, 2 porteurs de ballon dans le champ arrière et 2 receveurs à l'extérieur. Ils veulent s'imposer au sol, mais la ligne défensive des Packers ne veut rien savoir et les limite à 3 verges.
Keep an eye out for number 11, Quentin Sargent, who is considered to be the chief destroyer of being a hitter for the defense for the Greenfield Park Packers, as he's now occupying the linebacker position. There is an injured player on the field for Lakeshore. That is number 45, Brody Lowry, who's down on the ground with 15.1 left here. Timeout called. Dwayne John Mocan as we are nearing the conclusion of the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter.
Assurément. Des belles attaques. C'est du football midget. C'est la dernière catégorie avant de passer au niveau supérieur, le niveau collégial. Mais des très beaux talents. Tout le crédit aux entraîneurs qui les encadrent, qui font du bon travail, roulent des bons systèmes offensifs.
And now this, in all likelihood, pending if there's a penalty, will be the last play of the first quarter. Valentine now in a pistol formation. He's got 2 backs, 1 to each side of his shoulder. Handoff. Pipe. Look out. Middle to the 40. Pipe to the 35, and enough for a first down as he dances his way through. And a big play, and the biggest play for the Cougars offense on this drive.
Oui, assurément un jeu de misdirection. Donc, on fait une feinte au premier porteur. Ensuite, on remet le ballon au deuxième, un jeu en croisé. Et beau jeu ici du numéro 2 qui réussit à éviter un joueur qui était complètement libre. Coupe vers le haut et place ses épaules parallèles une fois de plus pour finir avec force, tomber vers l'avant et va sûrement donner un premier jeu.
As they now flip sides, Pipe with a blockbuster run. And now can Lakeshore respond back with 3 of their points, or even more, maybe 7. We'll find out here in the second quarter of action as we're starting to see, Dwayne, Lakeshore find their mojo as they looked a little bit antsy, a little bit twitchy early on in their first drive.
Yeah, totally, and it's normal. It's a championship game. We talked about butterflies. They need to get it out. They need to realize that, hey, we played this game. We played this game all season, and let's keep on doing what we do, and eventually it'll work.
From the 36, Lakeshore's got a new set of downs here. First down, to be exact. They're 1 for 2 on third down conversions today. 2 receivers now to the right of Valentine. Valentine, looking to his left, he's going to take off. Valentine now bouncing out to the 35, looking out to the near side 30, and he's going to be out of bounds, just close enough to the first down, forced out by Newton, and with 11:53 left here in this first half. And there's a flag on the play, so hold on that. We'll get a replay on that coming up here. But Newton had a good-looking run, or Valentine had a good-looking run against Newton.
Oui, un beau jeu, mais malheureusement, il y a un petit peu de retenue ici, ce qui a permis à Valentine de réussir à aller chercher l'extérieur. Sinon, peut-être qu'il se rend, peut-être qu'il se rend pas. Malheureusement, l'arbitre a vu le petit crochet et Lakeshore devra reculer de 10 verges.
So with that, this will be now moved back 10 to a 1st and 20 from the 46-yard line with 11:51 left here in this opening half. Dwayne John Mocan, it is a 3-0 lead for Greenfield Park over Lakeshore. And this ball will be on the right hash mark. 2 receivers now occupying the near side of the width. And that is Adam Perks, who's the wide out to the width of the left. Valentine. 1-step drop, looking over the middle, and that's caught through the jungle of Greenfield Park linebackers. And this will be about a 3, if not 4-yard gain. And that is caught by Perks. And it'll be second down coming up.
Et belle lecture ici. Valentine voit qu'il y a de l'espace à l'intérieur, donc la pénétration rentre, il y a un croisement des 2 receveurs, réussit à passer en dessous du joueur défensif qui sortait vers l'extérieur et complète le ballon.
11 to go in this first half. Caparis now the second receiver on the right of the formation. 2 in the backfield. Greenfield Park's got 7 along the line. Handoff, look out, Pipe. And he is brought down by a deluge of yellow uniforms, auxiliary defending by the Packers. to minimize that run. It'll be third down coming up.
Oui, jeu d'attirer, so draw play, where the quarterback needs to get the ball real high, show the defenders that it's a pass play before putting down the ball. Là, ici, le jeu s'est fait un petit peu en accéléré. Toujours plus difficile pour un carrière droitier de se retourner vers sa gauche, remettre le ballon. Donc, l'exécution un petit peu trop rapide, ce qui a fait en sorte que les secondaires étaient rapidement au point de contact.
10:24 left here in this first half. 3rd and 10. So the ball on the original line of scrimmage here from the 37. So far, Lakeshore is 1 for 2 on third down conversions. Valentine has time, rolling, launching, rifled, far side, and incomplete, intended for Caparis. In on the coverage was Lorenko, and it'll be a fourth down coming up here, and probably a punt from where they're positioning right now.
Oui, fort probablement un dégagement qui va se faire, mais pour le carrière ici, ce qui est capital, on veut tenter de prendre la profondeur, de lancer le ballon profond. Mais si cette passe tombe à l'extérieur du terrain, même si elle est captée, elle ne comptera pas. Donc, un léger manque de précision, mais une belle alerte, faire en sorte, faire comprendre qu'on n'a pas de problème de lancer le ballon en zone profonde.
So 10:06 left here, and from the looks of it, they will indeed punt the ball away with Valentine in a punt formation here with 9:55 left. And he will boot that, going to the end zone. That's caught 1 yard deep, brought back out, up into the center field. Now bounce out to the far side, looking for a hole. Look out to the 10, and now circling around and spun around out of bounds. And for Greenfield Park, they will start off just hovering around the 10-yard line with 9:39 left here in this first half.
Ce petit retourneur, Mathis Lamontagne, il fait des belles choses. Capter le ballon directement dans les airs, règle numéro 1 pour tout retourneur. Par la suite, décide d'aller du côté long, donc vers sa gauche. A couru beaucoup de verges pour ultimement un gain d'environ 13 verges. Mais puisqu'il l'a capté dans la zone début, le ballon sera avancé à la ligne de 20.
One last sub now for the Packers. 9:39 left here. They'll bring in another player, and now that is the quarterback. We've not seen him that much in the last few minutes. Riley Element, and he will be in there. Up and down, a little bit twitchy for him early on, but through an INT, but was able to get the team 3 points here. And it's a 3-0 lead for the Packers over the Cougars as the clock is rolling with 9:35 left here in this first half. Element now will survey what he has. And for this Lakeshore defense, they love to hit, and they can find themselves in that position now with 7 now in the box for the Cougars. They're coming, they drop back. Handoff up to the left side and going for very minimal. Not much of a pinging run by their Packers. It'll be second down coming up.
On this 3-back set, they got a fullback in sync position, so right behind the left tackle, they still got 2 backs, so they got another fullback in the backfield, and they just handed it off to that fullback, so something like a fullback dive, and still probably setting up some kind of toss to the tailback that we'll see most probably later on.
It'll be second down coming up, and it'll be second down from the 8:45 left here, 2nd and 9 to be exact officially. Now it's a 3-pack receivers to the right of Element. High snap, looking, he's got time, launching, going deep near side, he's got an open man, incomplete. Intended for Thomas James Poirier, and I think he might have slowed up a little bit and misjudged that ball in the air.
Yeah, something happened here because usually, rule of thumb, we shouldn't have 2 receivers in the same zone, and we see here on the replay that the ball fell in between 2 receivers. So one running a fade, the other one running a corner. One of them shouldn't have been there. Too bad for the Packers. It still fell.
The football was caught in 2 minds with 2 players within 1.5 yards of each other, and this will be a 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Greenfield Park Packers. They are 1 for 2 on third down conversions with 8:22 left here in this first half. And we'll see if they can roll the dice as this ball will be marked off on the left hash mark. 2 receivers to the near side right. Lombato, the key player, he's the 3rd receiver on the right of the formation. Element looking. Time, deep, open man, near side, look out! That's caught, midfield, and a big hit. And a big catch and a big hit as Dunn laying the hit, and a big catch this time for number 32, La Montagne, and a first down.
Mathis Lamontagne. Gros retourneur, gros catch ici, et un très gros plaqué du numéro 9, Dunn. Mais regardons ici le carrière qui fait confiance à son receveur, lui lance le ballon, bel ajustement, capte le ballon malgré le plaqué, et il pointe le premier jeu.
It's a blind pass by Element, and now it's a 1st and 10 from the midfield stripe, 7:53 left here. And this Greenfield offense is starting to ask questions of this Lakeshore defense, and you wonder if they might wear them down. 6 in the box for the Cougars. Almond deep, look out, caught, in stride. Vision, execution, touchdown, Packers.
Wow, 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 wow. Daniel Lamboto, on a vu au début, on n'a pas vu, on a vu Mathis beaucoup, et ils l'ont oublié. On l'a dit, il va falloir savoir en tout temps où est-ce qu'il est, le numéro 2. Il sort du champ arrière à vive allure, court un seam, donc goes right down the path to the outside. Nobody follows him, and he's in the touchdown zone.
A box office finish by a box office player, Lamboto, with the 6, and now a 9-0 lead pending the extra point. And for Greenfield Park, you can see their partisans are very excited for their team start. And for the Lakeshore Cougars, they've taken a blow to the jaw. The question now is, can they recover and get themselves back in this game? And the kick is up and good. So 10-0 lead here, 7:30 left. So Dwayne, John, asked this question. You're down by 2 scores for Lakeshore. What is the game plan on offense here? Do you want to go quick strike and try to stretch out this Greenfield Park defense, or just maintain it and keep within your game plan?
You got to stay into the game plan. We're 7:38 into the second quarter. We had some nice plays. We missed some opportunities. No reason to panic here. The score is only 10-0. We will have our chances, and we will get back into this football game for Lakeshore.
Well, now for the Lakeshore, you can see the benches right now, how different it is from a body expression, composure right now. Greenfield Park feeling the vibe, and for the Lakeshore Cougars, they've taken a blow to the face right now. Now can they come back with a right hook of their own in this boxing match? And they will opt for the kickoff return. And with 7:30 left, they will have their big hitters now out there for the return. That is number 11 in Tyler Pazin, along with number 4 in Benjamin Engelsian. And that was where they'll kick it off here. So Jaden Rice will kick it off. The left footer will take his time, take a deep breath, survey what he sees, and get this back underway here. 10-0 lead for the Packers over the Cougars. Rice will go to the near side. This will be a line drive kick, returnable to the 20, now to the center field. Going to the far side, looking for a hole, and still diving out there, and brought down just shy of the 23-yard line. And for quarterback for the Lakeshore Cougars, Glenn Valentine, he's got some work to do.
He's got some work to do, and he shouldn't be too fazed by that. So the returner catches the ball. A lot of east-west running, not what we'd rather do on kickoff returns. We'd rather go north and get some positive yards right away. So he ran a long way just to move the ball to the right hash mark.
Well, they'll need some injection of pace now for the Cougars. For George Caparis, the OC, what will he dial up here for this offense? As they're down by 2 scores with 7:20 left here in this first half. Greenfield Park with the explosive play. They get 1 for 20-plus yards, and they hit on that. And now, can this explosive offense for the Cougars respond back with a serve of their own? 3 to the right of Valentine. Looking towards, now going far side. That's caught, open space to work with, and nice move out of bounds. Forced out is number 11 for the Cougars, and Tyler Pazin. It'll be about 4, if not 5 yards on that play.
Et ça fait quelques reprises qu'on voit cette formation. 3 receveurs du côté court. Le receveur numéro 2 reste court, donc fait comme une passe écran versus le numéro 1 et le numéro 3 qui viennent prendre la verticalité. Ils mettent les joueurs défensifs dans l'espace et ça fait une lecture claire pour Valentine.
6:48 left here in this first half, 2nd and 3. And we see the formation now trips to the right of Valentine. And there's 7 out of the box for the Packers. Valentine, time, looking, rolling to his right, looking. He's going to take off, look out. He's going to run for the first down, and he's forced out of bounds, and that was outside, and that's going to be out of yards, going in favor for the Cougars.
Assurément. Donc, même formation que tantôt, 3 receveurs du côté court. On prend un joueur défensif. On tente de le sortir de la boîte avec le receveur numéro 3. Les lectures du carrière l'emmènent à voir qu'il n'y a rien disponible, décide de courir. Et malheureusement pour Greenfield Park, le plaqué qui a commencé à l'intérieur du terrain s'est terminé à l'extérieur et ce sera une pénalité contre eux pour Rudess.
And with that, they should move it up a few more yards. And indeed, it will be going against Greenfield Park. 6:26 left. And you don't want to give this Cougar offense free real estate to work with. And they'll move it up now towards the midfield, now inside the Packer territory at the lip of the 53-yard line with 6:26 left here in this first half. And it'll be 1st and 10, clock is rolling. Greenfield Park has got 7 in the box. 3 now to the right of Valentine. Looking, quick hitter, far side, that's caught by Kaparis, or beg your pardon, up ahead now, and out of bounds is number 11 in Tyler Pazin. And he will be close enough to a first down with 6:14 left.
Et le bloc clé sur cette passe écran, regardez le receveur numéro 1 qui rapidement se dirige vers le demi de coin, l'emmène vers l'extérieur et permet au numéro 11 de capter le ballon, prendre la ligne de côté, aller chercher des verges positives pour un autre premier jeu.
So first down indeed for the Cougars, 6:14 left here. This could be a big response here for this Cougar offense. Looking to attack with intent. And they will have 3 again to the short side far end. Valentine looking, stepping up. He's going to take off, and he's brought down. And that might be a sack, if not for no gain, as he was brought down by a plethora of Packers. And it'll be 5:02 left here in this quarter.
Oui, exact. En principe, ça ne devrait pas être un sac. Je pense qu'il a peut-être gagné une demi-verge. Mais les Packers choisissent défensivement de s'aligner avec 6 joueurs défensifs dans le front. Donc 4 joueurs de ligne défensive, 2 secondaires. Et ils ont le numéro 2, Lamboto, qui est un peu comme un nickelback qui traîne. Il regarde la formation, s'ajuste d'un côté ou de l'autre en conséquence.
Draw play. Here is Pipe, and again, not much on the run. He'll get about a couple yards. It'll be 3rd down coming up. He was brought down by number 53 in Theodore Howard, and it'll be 3rd down. And again, for Lakeshore, 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions today.
Same play as we saw a little earlier. This draw play with the running back to the left side. Like I said, the quarterback needs to be a little more patient. So execution is key on a draw play. And right now, for the second time, the execution was just a little too fast.
5 to go in this first half. 3rd and 8 from the 39. And we look at Pazin. He's occupying the width on the far right of the formation. 2 in the backfield for the Cougars. Here's Valentine. He's rolling to his right. He's pressure. Look out. He's going to lose yards. He's buying time. Launching. Incomplete. And well defended by Thomas James Poirier of the Packers. It'll be a 4th down coming up.
Oui, un jeu dangereux ici de Valentine. Là, qu'on le voit, il subit de la pression. Réussit à faire un tour sur lui-même et éviter la pression. Mais lance en couverture. Et heureusement pour lui, le numéro 14 des Greenfield Packers, Thomas James Poirier, ne réussit pas à mettre le grappin sur le ballon pour une interception.
Speaking to Jamil Springer earlier today, he said this Packer defense is the Denver Bronco team that won the Super Bowl 4 or 5 years ago, that they play with blistering ferocity out there and just want to hit and make plays, and that was a big play for them now to force a punt. And with that, they will actually go for it instead. I beg your pardon. So 4th and 8 here. So they're rolling the dice. Valentine looking. He is sacked. Loss and a turnover. Brought down by a gang of Packers led by number 90 and Kate Davis. And it will be 1st and 10 for the Packers, who hold the offense to very minimal gain.
Oui, une décision douteuse. Toujours plus facile de savoir qu'elle était douteuse une fois qu'on voit le jeu. Mais 4e et 8 environ de la ligne de 40. C'est une situation où est-ce qu'on peut se permettre de possiblement dégager le ballon et repousser l'adversaire pour les 4 autres prochaines minutes pour qu'ils traversent le terrain en entier. Là, on leur donne le ballon à la ligne de 46.
It's been an enthralling first half for the Packers. And now could this be a key moment for them here on this drive to make this a 3-score game? And we talk about points, Dwayne. It feels like for the Packers, 7 is what they need to really have that psychological edge over Lakeshore going to halftime.
Totally. To leave here with an extra 7 points before halftime and go up more than 2 scores, so go up 3 scores with a score of 17-0. For sure, if you're the Greenfield Packers, you're comfortable. On this next possession, Lakeshore wants to stop. They don't even want them to score a point. So they need a 1, 2, 3 and out to make sure that they could give back the ball to their offense before the end of the half.
And we'll see now with 4:03 left, if first and foremost, clock, can you milk the clock and get yourself in scoring position so you leave very minimal for Lakeshore? And if you do that, it really puts Lakeshore against the wall late in this first half.
Oui, donc ça va être important. Puis je pense que dans le temps mort, c'est un peu ce que les deux équipes d'entraîneurs sont allés dire à leurs joueurs. D'un côté, l'offensive, Ils sont venus établir un plan, dire on veut courir, on veut setter le tempo. Et de l'autre côté, il faut 3 jeux, 3 excellents jeux pour les arrêter tout de suite et reprendre le ballon.
Alamon's got 2 to his right, 2 in the backfield. Lakeshore's got 7 inside the box. Alamon's really fizzing it, and he's going to launch in the near side, and incomplete, picked off. Look out, Lakeshore's going to score the 6, and a big play coming in, and a crucial importance play, and a touchdown for the Cougars, and a big touchdown.
Et un jeu où est-ce que malheureusement le quart arrière semblait vouloir aller de manière plus verticale et à la dernière seconde a décidé de relancer la balle vers le flanc, vers son porteur de ballon qui sortait sur un swing pass. Il n'était pas tout à fait prêt, la balle n'était pas tout à fait super bien lancée, mais c'est un ballon qui aurait dû être capté. Il a juste mis une main dessus et quand on met une main, on le dévie. Le joueur défensif qui passait par là l'a ramassé et l'a ramené jusqu'à la zone des buts pour un majeur.
A big touchdown for the Lakeshore Cougars. And that was some strong defending right there, as you're right. That ball did not come out well, and that was going for 6. And now a new edge has been brought to this twist of plots now in this matchup here. 10-6 lead pending the extra points. And that team talk changes, Dwayne, for Greenfield Park because they were up 2 scores, and now they've taken a shot to the jaw. And how do they respond back going on this next drive?
Assurément, je pense qu'ils savent qu'ils sont dans la partie. Lakeshore maintenant. Ils l'étaient tantôt, mais ils sont encore plus maintenant après se convertir. Un différentiel de seulement 3 points qui les sépare.
30 seconds ago, it was a 10-point lead. Now it's a 3-point lead. And for the Greenfield Park Packers, they've taken a blow, and they're now on the ropes for this first half duel. The question now is, for this Cougar team, do they have momentum going into this last 3:52? It's going to be quite fascinating now how this plays out for them moving forward.
Je pense que les deux équipes vont vouloir, as we say in English, settle down, make sure that, hey, we just did a great play. We need to go back again and do another one. And on the other side, hey, we didn't do the best of plays, and now we know we could do it. We've done it for the major part of the first half, and we just got to go back and get those 7 points that we just handed to the other team.
And Greenfield Park will elect to, they will actually redo the kick, I beg your pardon. So they will redo the kick here, and this actually will be from, all indications now, this will be marked off at the, it looks like it will be marked off at the 5 from center field. So they redo the kick, and you would think it's elementary here for the extra point attempt, but you never know, Dwayne. You never know.
Indeed, we never know, and at this level, execution is everything, and at all the other levels, execution is everything. So for PAT, we want to make sure we've got a good snap, we've got a good hold, and a good kick to go get that point that Lakeshore needs right now.
Magny Duroy will be the one who will have the chance to put his laces through, and he does indeed. So the foot to the laces, and we're seeing a little bit of extracurriculars for the two teams here. 3:52 left. Packers up by 3, and now they will get the ball back here for Riley Elmont. What's going through his mind, given that he had the mojo in his favor, but had a crucial play that was deflected by his arm being altered on that pass?
I think that it's a play that you got to erase. C'est un jeu où est-ce que bon jeu, mauvais jeu au football, c'est le jeu passé. Le prochain jeu, c'est le plus important, et c'est ça qu'il doit avoir en tête, c'est ça que ses entraîneurs doivent lui dire. Oublie ce qui s'est passé, on peut juste contrôler le présent. Donc, on retourne au terrain et on s'en va chercher des points.
Now we'll see, can they find the points here and go into the halftime team talk with a little bit of momentum, as this game now has another twist in the plot, adding more edge and jeopardy to this matchup, which we expect to be. Again, their last game was a 16-10 victory by Lakeshore. And right now, partner, they had 26 points the last game. They're at 17. We might see a few more points here in this duel between these two great cities and football teams.
Et moi, je suis un gars offensif. Hein? Donc, moi, un festival offensif, it's a great game of football. Des games qui terminent 3-2, c'est une game de hockey. Ici, c'est une game de football. C'est 10-7 à l'approche de la demi.
What if it's a defensive game here? We might turn into a defensive guy.
I used to play defense.
That's it, you know.
J'ai évolué.
Deion Sanders played both ways.
There you go.
Far side return, out to the 30, up ahead, 35-40. Look out, coming through, trying to cut against the grain is number 32 in La Montagne, and he's brought down just shy of the 45 with 3:45 left here. So, Dwayne, we look at Greenfield Park's offense. They have used different variations of the deep ball, short passes, do we see a melange of the run and pass to try to keep this Lakeshore defense on their heels?
Je pense que oui, je pense que ça va être ça la clé. On a eu beaucoup de jeux de passe. On a commencé le match en lançant le ballon au numéro 2, Lamboto. Une interception rendue près de la zone des buts. Ensuite, on a vu le ballon distribuer un petit peu plus. Et tantôt, le toucher, le numéro 2 qui sort du champ arrière de manière verticale. On lui lance une passe parfaite. Se trouve dans la zone des buts. Mais je pense de revenir avec un petit peu de jeu au sol, de venir déstabiliser cette défensive de Lakeshore. Jeu au sol, jeu aérien, ils ne sauront pas sur quel pied danser.
Can Elmal mastermind a drive of at least 3, if not 7 points here? 3:32 left here in this first half. A 3-pack now to the near side right. Elmal looking, rolling to his right. He's going to launch it. That is caught by Lamboto, and he is tackled just shy of the 50-yard line. It'll be second down coming up here from the 40, I would say 47, if not 48-yard line.
Oui, et le coordinateur offensif étire le terrain. Donc, on le sait, le terrain canadien, c'est un terrain qui est 65 verges de large. Ça fait que c'est une très longue passe dans le flanc du côté droit. Mais les joueurs de Lakeshore réussissent à couvrir le terrain pendant que le ballon est dans les airs et faire un plaqué où est-ce que le gain est minime, un gain d'environ 4 verges.
There'll be 2 to the far left of the formation. A 2-pack of running backs. Elmal looking towards the left, launching, going deep, far side, and incomplete. Lamontagne, the intended receiver, and he was well covered by the Lakeshore DB. And it'll be 3rd and 6 coming up here with 2:42 left.
Et on a vu le jeu similaire au toucher de Lamboto tantôt. Tantôt, il s'est sorti du côté droit. Maintenant, il sort du côté gauche. Donc, il tente de le cacher un peu derrière cette ligne offensive et de l'emmener vertical où est-ce qu'il attire beaucoup d'attention. Il y a toujours un joueur qui sait où est-ce qu'il est et il se met à courir avec. Cette fois-ci, on a tenté de lancer la passe à l'extérieur. Malheureusement, cette passe est tombée incomplète.
So far, the Packers today is 2 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. And a 3rd and 6 coming up here. The money play, Lamboto occupying the width on the far left. He's on the left hash mark. Elmal rolling to his left, buying time, looking, he's pressured, he is sacked, and loses the football. Is he down or is that a fumble? And Lakeshore says it is their ball, and what is the decision of the referee? And it's Lakeshore ball, Dwayne, was that the correct call?
Oh, c'était très vite, c'est une question de pouce ce jeu-là du football, donc je pense que le carrière, en voulant scramble, en voulant tenter d'éviter toute cette pression-là, on le voit ici, il veut rouler vers sa gauche, voit rien, tente de revenir vers sa droite à cause de la pression et ne sécurise pas le ballon.
But was he down though?
Possiblement qu'il était au sol. Malheureusement, there's no replay here.
We have replay now.
We have replay. They don't have replay on the field, so.
It looks like he was down. James Lannon in on the recovery, and it will be a 1st and 10 from the 45 with 2:14 left here. Lakeshore now in a prime position to either tie or take the lead. Valentine, he's going to take off. Look out. Valentine almost fumbled the football, and he maintained it and tackled at the 30-yard line. Enough for a 1st down. As Valentine, very lucky he did not lose that ball on possession.
Oui, un jeu de course désigné pour le quart arrière, mais les quarts arrière devront faire attention au ballon. Donc, protéger le ballon. On veut toujours le tenir high and tight. Et là, il y a un joueur qui a réussi à mettre sa main dessus. Heureusement pour Valentine, il a pu le récupérer et continuer sa course pour un premier jeu.
It is full throttle ahead here. Timeout call on the field. 2:03 left. And that is definitely going to be the topic of debate. Was Elmal down or not? It looked like from our replay he was down, but the referee called otherwise. And here's the replay again coming up on the situation right now. So this is the run by Valentine for what he did. And again, for what happened in terms of that, I thought his back was down and the ball was released upon contact. So here we go.
On le voit ici, là, donc la pression à gauche. Et quand il tente de revenir, n'a pas sécurisé le ballon et on a l'impression que son derrière est au sol. Malheureusement, l'arbitre, lui, qui fait face d'une certaine manière au quart arrière, voit peut-être déjà le ballon en train de sortir avant que les fesses du carrière touchent au sol.
And you wonder, Dwayne, that might be a turning point in this matchup here. 1st and 10 from the 31. Lakeshore feeling a bit of life in their legs after that big turnover and that INT. Their defense has played well. Can their offense come up with points? 3 to the left. Valentine looking, launching, going, slant far side, popped up the air, almost picked off, incomplete, intended for Pazin. And again, we talk about hands, Dwayne. They've had 3 drops today for the Lakeshore receiving crew.
Exactement. Le carrière regarde son receveur et lui dit « Hey, faut que tu mettes les mains là-dessus. Je t'ai fait une très belle passe. Il y avait beaucoup d'espace, donc le receveur court un slant. Légèrement en arrière, mais rien qui ferait en sorte que le receveur ne pourrait pas capter ce ballon. Il s'en veut, mais on l'oublie. C'est un jeu du passé. Prochain jeu est le prochain, le plus important.
TJ Poirier was in on the coverage, and now Troy Jarrett will make his way as he calls a timeout, and he will go out to the huddle. You can see, Dwayne, he's telling his guys, just relax out there. What's going through the players' minds with what he's trying to tell them with 1:58 left?
Mais je pense qu'eux, ils comprennent la situation. Là. Ils savent qu'on approche la demi. L'offensive semble bien aller du côté de Lakeshore, de se dire, hey, on les a tenus sous contrôle pour la majorité de cette première demi-là. On se reconcentre. Let's regain focus and make sure that we keep them in front of us. They might try a long play, or they might put it on the ground. No matter what, you know what to do. Execute your job.
Well, you know what you're doing your job flawlessly here today, Dwayne, as you are breaking it down like Tony Romo today.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mokan.
1:58 left here, second and 10 from the 31. A tantalizing game, a sumptuous display of football by both teams here from St. Leonard. From the 31, Valentine's got a 3-pack to his left. Looking, quarterback draw. He sees nothing, bounces out, rolling to his right. Pressure, he's going to launch over the middle. That's caught. Caparis makes one move and tackled at the 10. That went from nothing to something, and a big play by the Cougar offense to gain that first down. Arts meaning the crafts on that play.
Oui, c'est la deuxième fois là, que je remarque ce jeu-là. Donc, trips into the boundary. They try to do a quarterback run to the right. For the second time, Valentine doesn't manage to have a play. And like in the first quarter, he finds a receiver that's wide open, throws him the ball for a first down.
1:41 left. And now can the Cougars cross the borderline and get themselves a touchdown as a passport lead to halftime? Handoff. Pipe. Look out. Pipe over the middle. And this is a touchdown. And Lakeshore gets their first lead, 13-10 with 1:29 left.
Très beau jeu ici. Belle exécution. Le numéro 2 qui comprend la situation. Et je le dirai jamais assez souvent. Jeune porteur qui regardait ça. Regardez ses épaules. Tout droit. Finit par en avant. Va chercher les verges supplémentaires. Ça va être payant maintenant parce que c'est un touché. Ça va être payant tantôt parce qu'il va y avoir de l'usure du côté défensif des joueurs des Packers.
And a change in a snap of a finger here for the Cougars. They were down 10-0, backs against the wall, and now, in the blink of an eye, they're up 14-10 here from Stade Hébert. 1:29 left in this first half. Dwayne John Mokan. And that team talk for the Packers has changed dramatically in the last 5 minutes for what they were in the pole position and now second best late in this first half.
That's football, huh? A couple of minutes ago, we were saying, "Ooh, Packers might go in and try to get." They were trying to go get another touchdown. In a blink of an eye, it was 10-7. Another blink of an eye, now they're losing 14-10. It's the game of football. You need to execute. Tu peux pas relâcher. Il n'y a aucun relâchement possible. On peut pas se mettre en situation de confort. Et je suis certain que les Packers vont vouloir rescorer d'ici la fin de cette demi.
And I think for perhaps maybe 1 or 2 Packer faithful, they might have hold off on that parade route in Greenfield Park by a few more minutes here if they had that mind going through their thought as they get ready now as they're down by 4, 14-10. So already we've seen 24 points in the second game, 26 points overall. And you wonder if there'll be more points in play going towards this late first half, towards the second half of this football game, as the Cougars will kick it away here as the sun has officially set in Montreal. And now the question remains for the Packers. Do they have one more chance of getting points before halftime here, whether it's 3 or 7? 1:29 left, and now we're underway. And this is going to be kicked off towards the far side, returnable from the 15. Up ahead to the 20, now trying to cut to the center field position. Look out, up ahead, and tackled at the 20. Now make it 32-yard line officially. And this is where Greenfield Park with Riley Elmont will begin this next pace of what he was hoping for, to bring some pace and excitement, and that last drive did not have it. And now they have a chance with 1:22 left. How do you break it down here, Dwayne, with 1:22 left of how you try and move the ball upfield?
But you want to make sure that they don't get the ball back. So depending on your first couple of plays, you might try to go for the end zone if you could get a good chunk of yards on the first plays, or else you might say, you know what, let's run through the clock, make sure that if they get the ball that there's only a couple seconds left and they don't have the time to manufacture a score.
6 in the box of the Cougars. Rolling is Allemand. Looking, launching, open, near side. Lamontagne, 1 foot in. And the referee still determining, and he says first down, and you can see a very incensed Simon Liberson, who was not happy about that. And we'll see on the replay if that was a clean catch.
Oui, c'est un jeu qu'on a vu. On revient à nos classiques. On lance le ballon vers l'extérieur à Mathis Lamontagne. Le joueur défensif est si près de faire le jeu, mais Mathis fait le jeu derrière avec un petit peu de jonglerie, un petit peu d'acrobatie. Il réussit à garder les pieds, ou du moins un pied ou un orteil en jeu. Et c'est un gros jeu pour les Packers.
Lamontagne using the forensic touch of his feet to make that catch. Allemand now rolling, sees nothing, and he's rocked. Sacked for a loss by the Cougar defense. And laying an autograph on him was number 73 and Quincy Logan, the captain of the D-line.
Oh oui, Quincy a mis beaucoup de pression. Il est arrivé avec de la vitesse. On le voit au bas de l'écran ici. Évite le bloc. Et sur l'hésitation du carrière, il pensait peut-être qu'il avait son dos protégé, mais non, Quincy était là. And he lays the on him.
Lumber. He was a torpedo.
All of that and more.
And that was a big autograph on Allemand. Inside a minute left here. It'll be 2nd and 14 from the 47. They do have Rice, who's a massive kicker. Can he get to field goal range? Allemand is going to take off, going out to the near sidelines, and he is hit. Fumble out of bounds. And now you're starting to see this Lakeshore defense fizz, and they're fizzing towards the ball. They are torpedoes, and that could have been disastrous for the for the Packers.
Yes, and Riley here decides to run, pushes his running back out of there. He's protecting the ball, but still the ball comes out. If I was Riley, if I was the quarterback, if I'm the OC or the head coach, I want to make sure that Riley's not trying to bulldozer his way over these Cougars linebackers or DBs. Slide, go get your yards. I don't want to make sure that you live to see another play.
44.3 left. The referees are conversing at the 48-yard line. Again, we talk about the leg of Jaden Rice. He can boom it. If they can get at least on 3rd and 12, they're 2 and 4 today. 2 for 4 on 3rd down conversion. If they can get at least 15 to 20 more yards, they can be in Rice field goal range in this first half. 3 now to the left of Allemand, and a whistle on the play with 44.3 left. And the referee will readjust things here. And there's a hush in the stands, and it appears things are A-okay. So they'll get things organized. And if, in fact, Lakeshore might have a discombobulation of who's supposed to be out there for the personnel. So 3 now to the left, single back formation, 6 red uniforms in the box. Blitz from the Cougars. Allemand has time. He is going to go nowhere, and he's sacked for a loss. The Cougar defense, big play, Nolan Howard on the sack, and that might have been a covered sack by their defense.
Assurément, beaucoup de rouge. Donc, Riley, il court, il est en train de discuter avec son receveur. Il y a peut-être un manque de communication ici, là, que le receveur n'aurait pas couru le bon tracé, s'attendait à quelque chose, a vu quelque chose d'autre, et il se ramasse à se faire saquer une autre fois par les Cougars.
38.3 left. 4th and 20. They will punt this ball away, and Dwayne, by the looks of it, regardless of what happens now in this next possession for the Cougars, the momentum now has shifted towards the team in red going into the team talk at halftime.
Totally. Lakeshore could be proud of how they finished this second quarter. The Packers need to regroup, refocus, and make sure that they want to kick the ball here. But after that, they want to make sure that they have a good start of the third quarter.
That's a botch, almost nearly catastrophe, and that is a return of about 5 yards, this time by Joseph Nicolas, as he's brought down at the 48-yard line with 17.4 left here. So for Valentine in this offense, like, you do have a couple plays in the repertoire that might get you in great field position for a field goal, but 17.4 left, it's a very small repertoire of plays.
No, totally. So they might just decide to run the ball and see if they could get a big run out of it. Not too sure we'll see one of those big passes that we've seen in the beginning of the games. So they'll line up and try to finish up the quarter.
And here is Valentine. Glenn Valentine Handoff, and that is going to go nowhere, and a great stop by the run defense of the Packers, led by Cade Davis, who's had a monster first half for this Packers line as he brought down Engelson, and there'll be a second down coming up here, 13 seconds left.
This little number 4 was probably hiding behind the O-line because I didn't even see him, so it was a quick handoff, took it from under center, gave it to number 4 that was somewhere behind a guard. They tried to surprise the Packers, but the Packers managed to tackle him.
Well, this will be the last play, pending penalty if there is one. And for Valentine, he will hand it off. Pipe will get about a couple of yards to add to his tally. He's brought down by number 11 in Quentin Sargent. We're through 24 minutes of play here from Stade Hébert. Halfway through, Cougars were down 10, and now they're up by 4. And in the first half here, readjustments will be made by both teams. Stay tuned for the second half action as we still have another half of football to go between Lakeshore and Greenfield Park. From Stade Hébert, stay tuned.
La numéro 32, pass complete to number 32. Mathis Lamontagne. First down, premier set, Packers. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. You ain't running game. Say my name. You acting kinda shady. Touchdown, Packers! Marqué par le numéro 2, scored by number 2, Daniel Lombardo! And at the same, every other word is a yeah, okay. Could it be the truth, or at the play with another lady? If you took it there, first of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around and be played. So prove yourself to me, girl, that you're great. Why don't you say the things that you said to me yesterday?
So many right on my feet. Can we block it off somehow? I'm on what?
The kick is good, le bataille est bon.
Keep running up to the glass and I have to tell him to click off everything.
The score now is Greenfield Park Packers 10, Lakeshore Cougars no score. Packer parents make some noise.
Yes, I'll be your baby. Yes, I'll be whatever that you tell me when you're ready.
Cougar parents make some noise.
I gotta work. I'm down for you, love. Come on. Believe that. When you need that, I'll provide that. You will always have it. I'll be on deck. Keep it in check. When you need that, I'm gonna let you have it.
Ball fielded by number 4, ballon récupéré par le numéro 4, Benjamin Islucien. Tackle plaqué par le numéro 17, Stéphane Cyril. It is first down, premier essai, Lakeshore. Lakeshore parents make some noise.
Yes, I do the cooking. Yes, I do the cleaning.
Packer parents, 1, 2, 3.
You be the boss, and yes, I be respecting whatever that you tell me, 'cause it's game you be spitting. Oh, believe that when you need that, I'll provide that. You will always have it. I'll be on deck, keep it in.
gon' do with all that junk inside your trunk? I'ma get you drunk, get you low drunk off my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump.
Welcome back here to Stade Hébert as we get ready for second half action between Lakeshore and Greenfield Park. Dwayne John Mokan as we get ready for the second half action here. 14-10 lead for the Cougars against the Packers. 14 unanswered points by the Lakeshore Cougars. Off of mistakes, pretty much, from Greenfield Park, Dwayne. So starting off with the trailers in Greenfield Park, what was the halftime talk that you would give to these guys down by 4, knowing that at one point they were up 10-0?
These guys probably got told, hey, the reason we're in the situation that we are right now is because of us. We did the mistakes, they capitalized, but if we could stop doing what gave them points, we're going to leave out of here with the victory, the trophy, and all the honors.
And the team that is now inching closer with their lead at halftime, Lakeshore Cougars. So what is their team talk now going into the second half that they were down 10 and now up by 4?
Talking about character, telling them that, hey, we had to fight our way through. We managed to play probably 4.5 good minutes of football in the first half, and they're up 14-10 up to now. So to keep the energy high, the way they finished the second quarter, they absolutely need to have a great start of the third quarter to put the not the Green Bay Packers, but the Greenfield Park Packers to rest.
So a Freudian slip here, of course, as identical look here with Greenfield Park and Green Bay Packers. So we get ready now as we are about less than 50 seconds away from the start of the second half. We talk about nerves. There were some penalties that did cost some yards and some bad plays here. So how important is this first 5 minutes for either side just to ease things here, knowing that you're so close to that bowl title to your name?
Yeah. Coming out of the locker room, you got to win the beginning of the third quarter. It's a part of the game that's super important. We talk about the fast start, we talk about finishing strong, but we never talk about the beginning of the third quarter, which brings the momentum for the whole second half. So the team that's going to be disciplined, the team that's going to execute, they're going to have, ils vont avoir le vent dans les voiles pour le reste de la deuxième demi. Donc de commencer fort, de commencer vite, ce début de troisième quart va être d'une importance capitale pour les deux équipes.
Well, we'll get ready for second half action here from Stade Hébert. Dwayne John Mokan here on this lovely early Sunday evening in the east end of Montreal. Election day is happening in the Montreal region, and right now the leaders of this election race is Lakeshore going into the second half. And can they hold on for the next 24 minutes to get themselves that elusive Doug Britton Bowl to their name? And we talk about this and how it's been so far for the Lakeshore Cougars. This is a team that, again, 36 players who are first year on this Cougar roster. So they have a lot of young talent playing with house money in this first year in midget football with them together.
Oui, assurément. Et quelque chose qui n'est pas oublié, maintenant, le ciel il est noir. Et pour les retourneurs, le changement de luminosité a un impact sur leur perception du ballon dans l'espace. Donc, ça va être intéressant de voir les premiers bottés, commençant par celui-ci, ensuite les bottées de dégagement, comment les retourneurs vont s'être ajustés de commencer avec le soleil qui était là, et maintenant que la nuit est tombée, de voir le ballon dans un ciel noir, ils vont devoir s'assurer de le capter dans les airs pour pouvoir gagner des verges positives rapidement.
Second half action now set to begin. Greenfield Park will attack right to left, Lakeshore left to right, and we are underway here from Hébert. Another 24 minutes of jeopardy upon us in this matchup. And now here come the Cougars down to the near side, up to the 15, and now to the 20. He's got a seam. Nice move right there, and out of bounds they go. And a big return by the Cougars by number 4. Inglesine in on the return. So good field position now for the Cougars.
Oui, un bon botté. Donc, on va voir Inglesine qui vient. Il y a eu peu d'accompagnement, là. Il a dû se rendre jusqu'à ses bloqueurs. Donc, je pense qu'avec un petit peu plus d'aide de ses bloqueurs qui seraient venus leur joindre un petit peu plus vers le centre du terrain, il aurait été en mesure de tourner le coin un petit peu plus loin des lignes de côté.
Greenfield Park defense had a big first half. Cade Davis was the chief destroyer, and he's not out there at the moment. Valentine has 2 now to each side of the formation for his receiving core options. Heavy load to the right for Valentine. Handoff. Here is Pipe, and he is going to go down the wrong pipe and is stopped for very minimal gain on that run.
Oui, c'est le numéro 66, là, Alexandre Fleury-Bourget. On en a parlé un petit peu plus tôt. Il dérange, il est dans le champ arrière. Un bonhomme qui est imposant, qui réussit à pénétrer la ligne offensive des Cougars et qui fait en sorte que le porteur de ballon a souvent besoin de se rediriger puisqu'il ne peut pas rester sur son point d'attaque.
2nd and 10. We've yet to see a play of 20-plus yards for this Cougar offense. Maybe they'll dial it up now with a 2-by-2 receiver formation for Valentine. Another handoff. Play action. Valentine is going to go absolutely nowhere. Brought down by 2 yellow uniforms for the Packers and brought down by number 10 and Martinez. And it'll be 3rd and 9 coming up here for the Packers, for the Cougars, I beg your pardon.
Oui, exact. Donc, on va voir ici Valentine qui garde le ballon, mais bonne décision du numéro 9 de garder le contain. Frédéric Garreau le ramène à l'intérieur et qui est là une fois de plus pour venir terminer le jeu avec lui? Alexandre Fleury-Bourget. Gros bonhomme qui réussit à bien se déplacer. Donc, tout un joueur de football.
Lakeshore, 1 for 4 on 3rd down conversions. It's a 3rd and 7 from the 29-yard line. They got a 3-pack to the right of Valentine, 2 backs next to Valentine. Handoff, no, Valentine will take it himself. Look out, and he's going to run to the 35, pirouettes his way through, and up to the 40, 1st down and more. And that was what you call a workout run by him, using the upper body to his strength, and was brought down at the 45.
Valentine avec ses 26 passes de toucher depuis le début du 3e quart. C'est ses jambes qui lui servent beaucoup. Donc, feinte de remise au porteur. Et il court, réussit à briser le plaqué du secondaire qui arrivait de l'intérieur. Il va chercher un solide 11 verges supplémentaires après le contact. Wow!
Cyril in on the tackle for the Packers in the 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 9:52 left here from the 46. Trips left for Valentine. Early movements, and this will be a penalty against the Packers, and you can see the anger in Theodore Howard on that, and there'll be 5 free yards for the Cougars.
Oui, exact. Et j'ai hâte de voir le coordinateur offensif de part et d'autre. Là, quand on est dans les formations avec 3 receveurs, on ne voit pas un défenseur qui sort sur ce 3e receveur-là. Donc, beaucoup d'espace dans une zone quand même rapprochée pour le carrière. On a vu les quarts arrière tenter de frapper des receveurs dans cette zone-là. Quelques ballons échappés ici et là. Mais je pense que ça va être une opportunité et quelque chose à regarder de part et d'autre.
I beg your pardon. You're absolutely right about that. It'll be 5 yards to win against Lakeshore. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 41 with 9:32 left in this 3rd quarter. Valentine, handoff. Here's Pipe. And he is met head on this time for very minimal gain. Brought down in the backfield by number 65 for Greenfield Park, or 66 if beg your pardon, and Fleury Bourget in on the tackle.
Oui, donc encore là, belle pénétration de la ligne défensive. Je pense que le jeu au sol, on va vouloir s'imposer, on tente de s'imposer, mais de toute évidence, la ligne défensive des Packers veut rien savoir. Donc voyons voir ici si le ballon il sera lancé.
The power play of the receiving core is to the right of Valentine. Caparis out there with number 11 in Pazin. Handoff left, look out, and a spin move right there, flagging the play coming up here. Brought down was number 3 in Engelson, and it will be, pending the call, either a 1st down maybe, or maybe moving back.
Oui, donc toss play here, so toss play to the field side, to the left side. Running back number 3, Jacob Iglesian, managed to get outside, but yet again, the defenders from the Packers were quick to get there and tackle him for a minimal amount of yards.
And the referee going towards the Greenfield Park Packer bench on what the call will be. And now a conversation will ensue here with 8:42 left, and they will go over the scenarios of what it could be for the Packers now with the 2nd and 15 pending the penalty call for the Packers. 8:42 left, as we see on our screen right now, still conversing about that. And you wonder now, what will Troy Jarrett want? Will he want a 3rd and 15 or move them back to play the field position game here? Some key questions for him to answer now.
The way Lakeshore has been playing since the 3rd quarter, the beginning of the 3rd quarter, they didn't put the ball up, so it's a 15-yard penalty. So it's not a 5-yard. So to me, the decision is quite easier. Knowing that it's a 15-yard penalty, you want to make sure that you push them way back and don't give them 3rd and 15, but rather give them 2nd and 30.
And now this will be a huge benefit for the Packers. This ball is moved back to the 30-yard line. And this will become a 3rd down. And what should be, the scoreboard is saying 3rd and 30. So this is like almost 3rd and Lakeshore pretty much from where we are to Lakeshore, which is pretty much the distance, looking at it from that perspective of East End to West Island. So 8:36 left here, 3rd and 30 for the Cougars. And you wonder if they might just do a draw play to kind of win back some field position here and just punt this ball away and call it a day on this opening drive. Valentine rolling to his right, trying to buy time. He's going to go, and he is going to be spinning out of it, and he's brought down by 4, carrying the load. And we talk about working out, and he's been working out, carrying 4 Packers with them, brought down by the torpedo in Sargent for the Packers.
I don't know how I feel about seeing Glenn Valentine with so many yellow shirts around him, staying high on contact. But on the play call, it seems like the quarterback wants to keep the ball. He's not looking to throw at all. But then at one point, you got to go down. The defenders, once there are 2 guys there, the 3rd, 4th, 5th guy are coached to try to strip the ball. Luckily for Valentine, he managed to keep possession of it.
A massive win for this Packer defense for Troy Jarrett to keep them at bay and get the ball back pending this punt return coming up here. And we talk about Lombato. He's the key trigger man for them, along with number 32 in Matisse, number 32 in Lamontagne. And that will go out of bounds at the 41. We'll see where the referee marks it off officially. And he's going to take a nice walk, the Fitbit getting the exercise up to the 52-yard line. And that is where Riley Elmont will begin this next drive here, 7:24 left. Do you think they might roll a dice here and try to stretch out this Lakeshore defense because they've had that intermediate covered very well for them?
Yeah, they probably have a plan to how they wanted to start the 3rd quarter. So let's see what they want to do. We saw Lomboto come out of the backfield. We saw them stretch the field with number 32 and Matisse Lamontagne making great plays on tiptoeing on the sideline. So let's see what the OC has in store.
TJ Poirier occupying the width on the far right. Elmont, toss play. Here's Lomboto. Look at him dancing his way up to the far side. Look out to the 50-plus side. Down the sidelines he goes and out of bounds in front of the Cougar bench. And an explosive play for him. It'll be 1st down inside the Cougar territory.
Yeah, so we said it from the get-go. They want to get the ball in the hands of number 2, Lombardo. So toss play. He's aligned left of the quarterback. He goes behind him, and we toss him the ball with a lead blocker. And then Lombardo does what he does. He runs, he breaks tackles, and he carries people even though he's small in stature.
And if there's one mistake he did, the football was in his left hand, not his right hand, going towards the sideline. So we'll see what happens now. 2 now to the left of Elmont. Hand off Lombardo. Look out. He's fizzing. Look out to the 40. Dancing his way through as he shimmies up ahead to the 38-yard line. And that is a strong 5-6-yard carry by him.
He looks like a young Barry Sanders, just running and breaking tackles, even though he doesn't have the stature to break tackles. Il est là, il est athlétique, il garde les jambes en mouvement et il est elusive. Il fait en sorte que les joueurs défensifs ne savent pas comment s'y prendre pour l'emmener au sol.
2nd and 5 from the 38. You can see from the highlight right there, his vision cutting against it, a cutting edge to his ability. It'll be 3 now to the right of Elmont. Lombardo now occupy the width on the near left. Elmont rolling to the right, short pass, finds Lombardo up ahead to the 30 as he was dead to rights on that play, but somehow oiled his way through and got himself up ahead to the 30-yard line. And now Greenfield Park is inching towards the score zone with 5:55 left.
Totally. So we see the rollout to the right. It stopped, but he puts the ball in the air, gives a chance to Lombardo, number 2, to make a play. For a second there, I thought the ball was a little too far, but Lombardo worked his magic, caught the ball, and it gets another 1st down for the Packers.
5:45 left here. The Packer fans picking up the voice. A 2-by-2 receiver formation now from the 30-yard line. Elmont, toss play left. Here's Lombardo. He's getting a workout today. Now to the near side. To the 20. Stiff arms his way through as he forced out the Cougar player. And there's an injured Cougar on the ground at the 30-yard line. And now the partisans for the Packers are starting to rev it up with excitement.
Oui, un solide bloc. Donc, le jeu qu'on vient de voir, le toss play vers la droite, maintenant vers la gauche. Et regardez le lead blocker, le numéro 23, qui réussit un excellent bloc, permet au numéro 2 de continuer sa route. Donc, de réussir à mettre de la pression sur le joueur défensif, le faire tomber, ça l'a empêché à ce même joueur de se rendre au numéro 2. Lomboto a continué son chemin et créé une autre situation de premier jeu pour son équipe.
Tyrone Wilson, the lead blocker on that play, but right now the concern is for the Cougars, who have an injured player on the ground. We cannot identify the number yet, which we hope to do in a few moments here. 5:29 left in this third quarter. Dwayne John Mocon, a 14-10 lead for the Cougars over the Packers here from Stade Hébert. And the concern right now is for the Cougars and their injured player, and you can see the pain on his face, unfortunately unable to come to grips with what he has right now. And we will get the number hopefully soon enough here. And now the staff members coming out for the Lakeshore Cougars, as that concern now is this injured player for the Cougars. And the momentum now stopped at a standstill with what we have right now. And it's unfortunate. We hate to see injuries happen at this level of football. It's a part of the territory, playing this sport that we all love to watch and play. And unfortunately right now for this young man, an injury that might keep him out the rest of the way. And the number that we are trying to identify now, we can't see
number
yet.
Number 9, I believe, the safety, Raphael Dunn.
And that is Raphael Dunn, who's hurt. That's a big loss for that team because he's the captain, a key leader. And now you can see the Cougar players coming off the bench to cheer him up here in a way has not been a moment of happiness for him with that injury. So 5:29 left here. Dwayne John Mocon in this third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 20. The Packers are starting to fizz as they've had an encompassing drive with the offensive enterprise of the pass and run working in their favor. And now for Riley Elmont, he's got 2 receivers now to his far right. Handoff, left side, look out. Coming up ahead is number 23, the bellhammer in Tyrone Wilson. A big run for him. And with 5:20 left here, they're now inching even more closer towards the score zone.
And every time they get close to the end zone, that's where we see Tyrone. He picks up the load, puts his shoulder square, and manages to always get great positive yards and makes it a situation of 2nd and short.
2nd and 1 with 5 to go from the 10-yard line. A first down can be gained by the Packers. Lomboto now occupying the width on the far right. Wilson in the backfield. High snap, Wilson, and he is stopped. Dead to rights, brought down by the big man for the Cougars, number 99, and Nolan Howard, who's had a massive game. He's been the policy along the D-line for the Cougars.
Exactement, le numéro 99 qui réussit à sortir un gros jeu. Lui a compris que dans cette zone-là, les Packers voulaient courir et c'était à lui de s'imposer physiquement sur le joueur qui tente de le bloquer pour se rendre au porteur du ballon. Chose réussite.
4:25 left, I beg your pardon. 3rd and 1. Now you kind of have to roll the dice, maybe mix it up with the pass and run, Dwayne, if you were looking at it from this perspective.
Oui, assurément. Je pense que le numéro 7 est capable de courir. Donc, voyons voir s'il y aurait feinte de course-passe ou feinte de course pour course.
Wilson in the backfield. Handoff, Wilson, and he is going to be close. And he might have stumbled over for the first down, and this will become 1st and goal with 4 to go in this third quarter.
The referees are signaling 4th down, so it's missing a couple of inches.
Oh, my.
Beginning of the game, we saw they decided to go for a field goal in the same situation on the same hash mark on the same side of the field.
We might have a measurement here, and now, Dwayne, John, your eyes have failed you a little bit here. It's a 1st and goal.
Yeah, I was watching the referee. Referee had his fist closed, so that means 4th down.
Before my glasses, I can give you my glasses if you desire to have them. So it'll be 1st and goal with 3:35 left here in this third quarter. A good-looking drive for the Packers as they are now starting to ask questions of this Lakeshore defense. The power play in the back end, Lomboto along with Wilson. Elamon going, corner, and that is incomplete. Near side, And that was intended for number 24, or Lorenko. It'll be second and goal coming up.
Dangerous play, so not too sure what happened here. It looked like they wanted to go on a run play. It wasn't close enough to really sell the play action, and finally just decided to throw it, but threw it to his receiver into double coverage. Luckily for the Packers, the ball came off the fingertips of the players and fell to the ground.
As we approach 3 minutes left here in this third quarter, it will be second and goal, 14-10 lead for the Cougars over the Packers. And for the Cougars, they have to identify where Wilson is in Lamboto. And here he is on the right side. And he is going to evade one. He's going to evade two. He's going to evade three. Up to the sideline, far side. Look out! And he is tackled just shy of the goal line. And Dwayne John, that was a play that would look disastrous, that ends up being prosperous for the Packers.
Number 2 was going nowhere in a hurry, but number 2 being number 2, breaking tackles, breaking angles, breaking ankles. He manages to make it a positive gain for the Packers and gets them 4 yards to the end zone.
And now it will be a third and goal from the 5. Is this touchdown or bust for the Packers?
I believe they got to go get that extra point. They got to go for the touchdown. They managed to carry the team through the whole field. They want to close it.
Elmal, handoff, left side. Lamboto is tackled for no gain. He is brought down by a deluge, a plethora of red uniforms, and this will be a decision now for Troy Jarrett. Does he go for the field goal to be down by 1 with 2 to go in this third quarter?
Yeah, for sure something happened here because there were 2 or 3 red players behind the yellow players, which are supposed to block them. So the D-line managed to get penetration, get through, and we could see on the Packers side they're sending the kicking unit.
You are correct on that. Jaden Rice coming out there, the left footer with 1:58 left. So Jarrett will take the 3 if he can get that to go through. And with 1:58 left, if they do convert, this will cut the lead down to 1 for the Cougars here in this late third quarter going towards the fourth quarter. Jaden Rice, he's been locked in. His foot has been absolutely golden for the Packers. Winning it last week with 17 points, and now here he is to maybe make it 14-13, and it's blocked. A big play by the Cougars special teams, and that could be a moment that could change the landscape of this matchup.
Tyler Pazin with the big block, comes through the middle of the line. We see it here. He's right through the middle, gets his 2 paws on the ball, make sure that it doesn't go through them and it doesn't go through the uprights.
And right now, for my calculations, it's been 10 lost points for the Packers. The INT pick 6, and now the lost 3 points here. And you can even factor in back in the first quarter when Elmont threw that INT deep in the red zone territory. That's 17 potential points that they lost in this 3 possessions.
Totally. They've been doing a great job to get into the red zone. And once they're in the red zone, seems like they lose their identity, or something happens right there.
They've lost their leverage when it hits the score zone for them. And we'll see now as Valentine back in at quarterback, 1:25 left in this third quarter. Valentine dropping back, looking for the screen. He's got it to the left side. Up ahead, Engelsian, and he is going to spin and move up ahead, tackle just shy of the 20-yard line. And with 1:13 left, this will be second down and manageable for the Cougars.
Oui, c'est le numéro 11, Quentin Sargent, qui a réussi à voir qu'il y a quelque chose qui se tramait. Il est resté non trop loin, il n'a pas droppé trop en couverture. Il est venu faire le jeu sur la passe écran.
55 seconds left here in this third period of action. We are going to be entering what should be 12 intriguing minutes of football here from Stade Hébert coming up in the fourth quarter. Empty backfield. Valentine, quarterback drive. There he goes. Look out to the 25-30, and he's going to be tackled more than enough for a first down. And with 36 seconds left in this quarter, the Cougars are starting to find their Hulk Hogan in themselves.
Oui, donc on voit ici, jeu désigné pour le carrière, donc un jeu de course. Réussit à éviter un joueur, 2 joueurs, et finalement se fait rattraper par un joueur qui est en poursuite de l'arrière. Mais pas après un premier jeu.
28 seconds left here in this third quarter. A 3-pack now to the right of Valentine. Greenfield's got 4 down linemen. Valentine will take off. Then he's going to run. He's going to look for the option. He's going to roll to his left, pressured, and he's going to go, flagging the play in the backfield. Look out for Valentine, as he was a showstopper on that run, but that is going to be an illegal block, looks like, Dwayne, going against Lakeshore.
Yeah, so the quarterback started running. The receivers were blocking. And at one point, he decided, hey, I need to try to pass the ball, but nobody's looking at him. And the O-line, number 77, lays out a block, and the referee lays down the flag right beside that block.
That flag much more powerful than that block when it comes to the yards lost for the Cougars. And this will become even longer with 10.6 seconds left in this third quarter. And they will move this ball back. It'll be 1st and 25. And 10.6 left here in this third quarter. Perhaps one more play left to go, and we'll find out how this will unfold for Lakeshore in this third quarter. Clock is rolling. Valentine has used his legs, and he's improvised quite a bit, and that cost him 15 yards on that illegal block by his O-lineman. Last play of the quarter coming up here for the Cougars. Valentine, motion now to the right side. Low snap, looking, slant, hook, incomplete. Engelstein was the receiver, and at the end of 3, we're still stuck at 14-10, going towards the fourth quarter. This is a big drive here for the Packer defense here. Would you agree, Dwayne?
Oui, assurément. Donc, réussissent à faire en sorte que les dommages sont limités. Les mettre dans une position de deuxième essai est très long. Donc, ils vont devoir terminer le travail pour faire en sorte de gagner la bataille du positionnement de terrain sur cette prochaine possession.
What is the key for this Lakeshore offense on a 2nd and 25? They're backed up deep in their territory. We don't want to say they're going to punt it away in 2 plays here, but is it a matter of just building upon body blow after body blow here to find that knockout punch? This kind of set the tone for the rest of the fourth quarter.
Oui, puis pour une raison que j'ignore, on a vu très peu de passes du côté de Lakeshore dans ce troisième quart. Beaucoup de courses du quart arrière, et pourtant, on le sait qu'il est capable de lancer le ballon avec 26 passes de toucher en saison, on le sait qu'il est capable de lancer le ballon, mais pour une raison quelconque, ils ont décidé de vouloir utiliser plus ses jambes dans ce troisième quart. Je pense qu'avec une situation de 2e et 25, ils vont vouloir se tasser de leur zone de but, ils vont vouloir avancer un petit peu, ne serait-ce même que pour dégager, mais d'assurer d'aller chercher minimalement un 10-12 verges sur ce prochain jeu va être très important.
2nd and 25 from the 15-yard line of the Lakeshore territory. Clock is rolling here. This is now do or die for the Packers. The racetrack is starting to run short for both teams here. But right now, the leader is the Lakeshore Cougars. 2 by 2, now make it 3 receivers to the left of Valentine. Motioning now towards the right, heavy load. Swing pass. Dropped by Pipe and a rare miscue. That ball is incomplete. And a rare miscue by Pipe, who has been simply cutting edge for this Lakeshore offense.
Oui, donc un jeu quand même avec beaucoup de réserves. On sort les 2 porteurs du champ arrière vers la droite et on tente la passe de bubble pass. Donc la passe où est-ce qu'on veut donner le ballon dans l'espace à notre porteur de ballon. Malheureusement, cette passe un petit peu trop basse et n'est pas captée par le porteur de ballon.
And now this is the 3rd and Kirkland right now. 3rd and 25 with 11:22 left here in this fourth quarter. We've not mentioned the name of number 1 in Alex Caparis, who's now occupying the far right of the formation. Valentine rolling to his right, looking, pressure, nice pivot going back to the right. He's buying time. Valentine is hit and throws it out of bounds. And this will be a punt coming up here, so the Packer defense holds strong and should get the ball back here with relatively good field position in this fourth quarter.
Oui, assurément. Donc, ça va être un moment de décision pour Lakeshore, de savoir est-ce qu'on donne 2 points. Présentement, on mène par 4. Est-ce qu'on veut ramener ça ou est-ce qu'avec un placement, l'autre équipe pourrait prendre les devants? Ou on dégage, mais on sait qu'on dégage de loin et qu'ils commenceront fort probablement cette possession dans notre zone si ils réussissent de capter le ballon et avec un minimum de verges sur le retour.
And just down in front of us here, Dwayne, they have the trophy ready for presentation here, the Doug Britton Bowl trophy. And now for the Cougars, this will be the biggest punt of their season. They need a clean snap and a clean kick out of harm's way, and Valentine will have that honor to do so. And he will launch it, and this is the shank. And this is going to go out of bounds. A heart in the mouth moment here. And with that, a complete shank by the Cougar punter in Valentine. And his blushes will not be spared on that punt. And if they do score on this drive coming up here for the Packers.
Non, exact. Malheureusement, botté manqué. Donc, un botté qui s'est ramassé à aller du côté gauche rapidement. Aucune spirale sur le ballon, aucune hauteur. Et en plus de ça, quand le joueur des Packers a touché le ballon tout juste avant qu'il sorte, bien, il y avait un joueur de Lakeshore qui était à l'intérieur de la zone de 5 verges d'immunité. Donc, ça donnera une pénalité de 5 verges contre Lakeshore qui vient raccourcir davantage ce botté manqué.
From the 29-yard line of the Lakeshore territory. 1st and 10 for the Packers. And now, can they finally score a touchdown when they're deep inside the territory? They will have 2 receivers now to the far left and a whistle on the play, and Lakeshore coming on the field, and they are a little bit unhappy as Lorenko is occupying the whistle. So timeout called by the Cougars, 10:31 left here. I wonder what happened in that situation, and maybe Lakeshore did not have the right personnel out there.
Je pense que l'entraîneur comprend peut-être pas pourquoi que le ballon est placé dans cette position-là. Peut-être qu'il pensait que le ballon avait été légèrement bloqué par un joueur de Greenfield Park. Donc,
and with the ball still at the 29-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 with 10:31 left here in this 4th quarter. Dwayne John Mocon is a 14-10 lead, no points in the 3rd quarter. Perhaps now it could be it. Labata now the 3rd receiver on the left. Alma rolling to his left, open, middle, open, center field, up ahead, look out, tackle inside the 10-yard line, and a big play by the Packer offense, and Dwayne, you saw from the get-go.
Oui, en effet, là, donc il y a beaucoup d'attention portée à Lombato. Ils veulent s'assurer de le suivre. Il y a toujours un joueur, we say in English, to track a player, puis quand le numéro 2 est sorti vers le flanc à gauche, ça l'a libéré complètement le centre pour le receveur intérieur, qui est venu se positionner exactement là. Et le KR l'a vu, lui a donné le ballon. Et ça fait un gros jeu pour les Packers.
1st and goal for the Packers. Lorenko, the wide out to the right, toss play left. Here's Lombato, the lethal weapon, down to the far side. Touchdown!
Lombato, l'homme de la situation. Toss play vers la gauche. Malgré la marée rouge qui s'en venait, ils ne sont pas capables de le rattraper. Réussi à courir la distance, franchissant la zone des buts et donnant l'avance aux Packers.
And Lombato
On voit ici,
giving the Packers.
donc, le numéro 66, le numéro 23, le numéro 14 sont tous là pour bloquer. Et Lombato, pas besoin de tout ça. Sa vitesse lui procure le temps nécessaire pour franchir la zone des buts.
And now the critical extra point. Remember what happened last time in the field goal attempt, which was the block. And this is huge because this can make it a three-point lead here for the Packers. Ball down, kick is up and good. Right now, the Packers are in dreamland, 9:58 away from winning this Doug Britton Bowl. And for the Lakeshore Cougars, they now have taken a blow to the jaw. Can they come back with a response here? Dwayne, we're in for a photo finish with these two teams.
Assurément, et on le savait. C'est la 3e fois qu'ils se rencontrent. La partie était plus serrée le 2e coup. Et c'est la finale. C'est la finale Doug Britton Bowl. Les partisans sont ici. Les partisans sont endiablés. Les gens sur le terrain, ils ressentent cette énergie et ils livrent tout un spectacle jusqu'à présent.
9:58 left here in this game. And it will be Lakeshore ball coming up. And the Cougars do have some big hitters on offense to make this a favorable situation for them. And now with what they'll do, can the Packers defense come up big again? They've been very good, stifling this Cougar offense in the 2nd half. And Rice will have the honors. This is a big kick for him. And the Cougars are late coming onto the field. And a miscommunication as comparison was on. Now he goes off. And the Packer fan now is starting to rev up their voices. Rice will launch this. And will this be in bounds? Yes, it will, to the near side. Returnable. Pazin going wide right. And he evades one guy. And he's tackled by Lorenko and his teammates. And this is where Lakeshore will begin this next drive, hovering around the 20-yard line with 9:49 left.
Oui, exact. Et malheureusement pour le retourneur, première décision, il aurait pu décider potentiellement de laisser le ballon aller et le ballon serait sorti à l'extérieur du terrain. met le cap dans les airs et court vers sa droite. Il a couru pour environ un bon 40 verges, mais je pense pas qu'il a gagné une verge vers l'avant. Donc, le ballon sera placé à la ligne de 20.
First and 10 from the 21-yard line. Now for this young Cougar team, led by their quarterback, Glenn Valentine, a chance to perhaps pull off the smash and grab. First and 10 from the 21. Here come the Cougars coming up through. Cabarrus occupying the width on the far right. Pipe in the backfield. Those have been the two main figures for this Cougar offense. 6 down linemen for the Packers. Valentine, he will take off to the left side. Looking for the pass. He's got an open man near side. Well played. Down the sidelines they go. He will not be caught. It will be 6 points for the Cougars, and a great catch and run by Tyler Pazin. And now a 21-17 lead. The Packers were bamboozled on that play, and a big score and run for the Cougars.
Being bamboozled, I could tell you I was too. It looked like a quarterback run. Pazin looked to be blocking and eventually just came off his block. Ran something like a circle route down the sideline. And it ends up being a big, big touchdown for the Cougars. Nobody was going to catch him, not even number 2 Lamboto.
Simply breathtaking on that catch and run by Pazin. And now the Cougars are back up 20-17, and adds another twist to the story plot of this matchup here between Lakeshore and Greenfield Park. And pending the extra point, ball down, kick is up. And now for the Packers, they need 7 to get back to pole position in their favor.
9 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. There will be more scores. I will not be surprised if it goes up to the last second, if not.
A peach of a play by the Cougars. Valentine looked like he was going to run, and he caught Greenfield Park with cement feet and delivered a rainbow pass to Pazin for 7 points. And now a 21-17 lead for the Cougars over the Packers here from Stade Hébert. And Dwayne, this defines football in Quebec at its finest, with a strong crowd on hand and 2 excellent teams going at it. Unfortunately, there will have to be a loser coming in about 9 minutes or so.
Assurément, donc les quarts arrière, on en a parlé d'entrée de jeu et ils élèvent leur jeu d'un cran présentement. Ils veulent s'assurer qu'ils donnent le maximum de chances à leur équipe de remporter la victoire. Donc de part et d'autre, que ce soit Valentine, que ce soit Element, ils exécutent bien. Oui, quelques jeux manqués ici et là, mais ils réussissent les gros jeux, mettent le ballon dans les mains de leurs gros joueurs, et il y a des jeux explosifs qui se font. C'est tout à fait excitant.
The only option now for Greenfield Park is the Route 1 finish, which is 7 points. They need the 7 to retake the lead. A field goal will not be enough. And you wonder, again, those lost points earlier in the matchup here, if that will come back to haunt the Greenfield Park Packers. And we're underway here, a low line drive kick. That's a live ball rolling to the 30 and diving like Ricky Henderson would towards second base. And that is where they will begin. And that was Quentin Sargent in on the recovery with 9:06 left.
Oui, le numéro 17 a tenté de faire un jeu ici là, pour les Green Bay Packers. Donc Stéphane Cyril, il voit le botté qui était bas. S'il aurait réussi à le garder devant lui, ça leur aurait assuré une excellente position. Le ballon, malheureusement, est allé légèrement derrière lui. Et il ne voulait pas prendre de chance parce que it's a live ball sur les kick-offs. Donc on s'est assuré de sauter sur le ballon et donner la position offensive à notre 33, à notre offensive.
Now it is time. A compelling watch here in this fourth quarter. Could the Packers offense continue to ooze with intent to score? 2 now to the right of Elmont. Dropping back, short pass near side, caught by Lombardo. Look up ahead to the 35, and he's tackled by a troika of Lakeshore Cougars. And you can pick anyone that made the tackle in that play, whether it is number 58 in James Lannon. And it appears Lombardo may have hurt himself, and he might be in trouble, Dwayne.
Yeah, so we get him in the flat, we get him the ball, but it seems like maybe the second or third guy that gets there puts a little sting on his arm, and when he gets up, favors that arm and decides to leave the field.
And now it appears coming in the game will be 2nd and 7 now for the Packers. 8 minutes to go in this ballgame. Almal rolling to his left, looking, pressured, and he is sacked. Brought down by number 55 and Simon Lieberson. A big play by the defense. In fact, I beg your pardon, that is Chukwueze who made the big play, number 56, for this Cougar defense.
Oui, assurément, le capitaine d'équipe qui décide, moi aussi je veux mettre de la pression, moi aussi je veux faire un jeu. Et il pénètre dans le champ arrière et un coup que c'est main sur le carrière, s'assure qu'il ne perdra pas. Un gros sac, une grosse perte ici de verge pour les Packers.
And now this will be a third and 17, which is like the Jacques Cartier length of the bridge. And can Edmond dial it up here with 7:14 left? You wonder how many more possessions the Packers will have left. A big play. This is the moment here. Launching far side. Look out. Caught down the sidelines. Into the Cougar territory. He'll not be caught. Touchdown, Greenfield Park.
Incroyable. Incroyable. Il lance le ballon du côté long. On l'a vu une fois. On l'a vu deux fois. Ben, la défensive aussi de Lakeshore l'a vu. Réussissent à mettre les mains dessus. Pas le capter complètement. Et Mathis sort de là avec le ballon. Un long jeu qui mène à un touché. Tout simplement incroyable.
La Montagne in on the touchdown. A long bursting run by him. A moment of genius. And here's a replay right here. Almond with the throw.
Donc, la défensive l'a vu. Il y avait un maraudeur du côté haut sur le terrain. Et le receveur qui s'assure juste de mettre un léger bloc sur le joueur défensif pour pas qu'il puisse continuer sa poursuite vers la montagne. Touché, Mathis, la montagne.
And there's an injured Packer on the field. So, Dwayne, if my math is correct, and I went to Concordia for school, so my math may not be as sharp. It was 14-10 coming into this fourth quarter. Now, pending the extra point, it could be 24-21 for the Packers. We've seen 3 touchdowns in a span of 5 minutes.
Midget football with great quarterbacks, a great fall day, no wind, no snow, nothing to bother them. We could see tout le côté athlétique de ces jeunes-là. Et des athlètes qui jouent au football au Québec, il y en a. Donc, incroyable ce qu'on voit présentement. Il reste 6 minutes 54 et je m'attends encore à voir d'autres points au tableau.
And there might be a flag as there was a Packer on the field, but the referees did not see it. And you can see the Lakeshore bench a little bit surprised by that. And this makes it a 24-21 lead. And again, the referees did not see it, Dwayne, and this remains as is. 24 or did the extra point go through? So, and now officially confirmed, because there was a bit of confusion from our vantage point with the scoreboard. And 24-21.
It's a 3-point game. Anybody watching in the stadium, anybody watching from home, you got to make sure to stay until the last second. And the last second might not be enough. I predict overtime, Mokan.
Oh,
I
Dwayne,
predict overtime.
We might have to put a dinner on this if you're right on that. We'll see about that. Encompassing jeopardy right now. We are now in double jeopardy. The daily double here. There is definitely hearts pounding the ribcage of both teams. And for this Packer defense, they were bamboozled on a phenomenal play by the Cougars. Almond came out rising from the ashes with a beautiful throw to La Montagne to give them the lead. Could the Cougars come back with a service ace of their own and retake the lead? They can tie it up with a field goal at minimum. Returnable. And look who it is. It is Valentine from center field. Coming up to the near side. Valentine to the 30. And you can tell he gets stopped all up ahead to the 39-yard line, and he is not afraid to use his upper body upon contact with the opponent.
Oui, un retour de 34 verges, donc c'est pas souvent qu'on va voir un corps arrière placé comme retourneur de bottée d'envoi, mais Valentine est tellement un bon athlète, capte le ballon. On voudrait probablement changer le ballon de main et ne pas le tenir du côté où est-ce que les joueurs défensifs, du côté qui arrive, mais reste un excellent retour et l'attaque des Cougars est en bonne posture à la ligne de 40.
The undefeated season now in the balance. This game is still in the balance. Pazin and Caparis are on the far right of the formation. Two backs for Valentine. Handoff, Pipe, nice cut. Pipe brought down by not one but two Packer players. And this will be a second down coming up here. And he was brought down by Cyril. It'll be second down in about 6 or so.
Oui, c'est vraiment intéressant, la formation défensive des Packers. Ils jouent avec des joueurs qui sont hauts, donc un maraudeur, un demi-défensif très haut, et laisse beaucoup d'espace au receveur numéro 2, donc le receveur intérieur du côté long. Il n'y a personne devant lui, sauf un maraudeur qui est environ à 12-15 verges. Voyons voir si l'attaque voudra bénéficier de tout cet espace.
Four down lineman for the Packers. Valentine's going to take off to the right side. He's got a seam into the plus territory. Look out. Up to the 40-yard line, and right there, Glenn Valentine showing the confidence and arrogance to get that ball into the plus territory.
Et l'espace dont je vous parlais pour le jeu de passe, ben c'est exactement cet espace-là qui est allé courir dedans. Donc avec deux personnes qui lui feraient le chemin, il réussit à couvrir et se fait plaquer par le maraudeur qui était placé avant le jeu à 12-15 verges de hauteur. Un gros gain pour Valentine et les Cougars.
A darting run by Valentine. He has been simply breathtaking watching him at the quarterback position doing multiple things for this Cougar offense. 24-21 lead for the Packers, 5:25 left. Handoff, here's Pipe to the right side, bouncing out towards the far side, and he protects the ball and gets it just over the 35-yard line. And now down at the 34 exact here with 5:13 left.
Something that looks like a simple hands-off, something that's looking like a zone play to the right. Pipe takes the ball, bounces it outside, and gets his legs moving, and goes and gets 6 important yards for his offense.
Inside 5, and now perhaps the Cards are looking like Lakeshore could be in the score position and the next play or so, by the way they're moving the ball so easy against this Packer front 7. 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 5, I beg your pardon. Pipe, he should have enough for the first down up the middle of the gut of the Packer defense here with 4:36 left.
This time, Mo, my eyes are right, and I know it's 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd and short, but second run play. And in the beginning of the game, the Packers had a solid D-line to stop everything that was run.
And Lambata's back in the game, which is good news for the Packer defense here. He's playing the safety position. Valentine, he's going to take off again. And away he goes, and he is going to get into the score zone. Touchdown.
Valentine, Valentine, would you be my Valentine? Quel jeu, quelle course. Il a décidé de prendre les jambes à son cou et faire tout le chemin qui le séparait de la zone des buts. Wow! Quel joueur!
Valentine's Day is in a couple months from now, but Cupid is definitely striking into the hearts of Lakeshore with that run as he split through the middle of the Packer defense and scores a critical touchdown. And now pending the extra point here, this could be a 4-point lead with 4:05 left for this Packer team to get back in this matchup. And it's good. It is now a razor-sharp game here. They can ill afford any more mistakes here with 4:05 left. And you think about it, Dwayne, Greenfield Park has been quick strike here. Is it now time to kind of max the clock? So if you do score, you give very minimal time to this Cougar offense.
Right now, the only thing that's important is that you score. So you're not trying to manage time. You want to make sure that you go get those points, that you go score a touchdown. And if there's anything, we need minimally a field goal and get ourselves a chance for another opportunity.
4:05 left in this season for this Cougar team, looking to complete a magical season of being undefeated for this Packer team. They have outweighed the doubters, and they have withstood the storm upon storm. And here they are, looking to pull off the smash and grab and get themselves a Britton Bowl title to their name. And now a quick switch by the Cougars here with 4:05 left, and we are now past 6 p.m. in Montreal. And this is the most pivotal 30 minutes or so left, or of clock, or time clock, real time clock that is, with 4:05 left here in this matchup. And there we are underway. Return a ball from center field. Lamontagne will let it go on a one hop. Gets it at the 5 to the 10. He's got space to work with. Anchors now to the far side to the 20-25. Afterburners on. And a great return by him up to the shy of the 40-yard line with 3:57 left.
Excellent retour. Il a pris le temps de jogger d'une certaine manière, se donner le temps de setter ses blocs. And once he saw his blocks, once he saw the crease, turned on the blast, turned on the turbos, and went and get some extra yards. Fell down just short of the 40-yard line.
I'm gonna have to recharge those afterburners there to get himself ready, because this could be the last drive for the Packers, and they will have to be in focus here. They have been Maverick-like, tigerish, both offenses have been so far, and now the service ace goes back into the hammer of the Packer hands. 3:46 left here in this fourth quarter. Trips right. Lombato back in the game. Well, how healthy is he? Alma launching near side. That's caught. 45. Bouncing off 1. Bouncing off 2. Brought down by 4. And a very minimal gain this time by TJ Poirier for probably 4, if not 5 yards. Tackled to 45.
Oui, un beau jeu. Donc, le ballon capté par le numéro 14 des Packers, Thomas James Poirier. Donc, attrape le ballon dans le flanc. Tente de faire manquer le premier joueur qui est là, et le reste de la défensive des Cougars arrive avec la vitesse.
3:25 left here. The clock is dripping. Edmond looking, forced out. He evades 3. He's going to take off. Edmond holding it to the 50, and he's pushing himself up towards the midfield stripe, enough for a first down. But he somehow was able to dance his way through the red wave of Cougars.
Assurément, après son drop back, il était là à taper le ballon. Il ne voyait personne, décide de courir, évite 2 joueurs dans le champ arrière, court, et la marée rouge arrive à le rattraper, mais pas après que ce soit un premier jeu pour les Packers.
Looked like Willie Beeman out there with holding the ball like a loaf of bread. And inside 3. A touchdown is required for the lead. The Packers, comprising of former players from Chateauguay St. Hubert. Handoff, Lombato, look out. He is oozing with confidence, showing the cutting edge of his skill sets into the 45-yard line of the Cougar territory with 2:42 left here in this ball game.
Yeah, and we're not going to be surprised to see the ball in the hands of number 2 to get that big play. So handoff in the backfield, go straight up the middle. And even with the red Cougars pulling on his yellow shirt, manages to get 8 yards, almost 9. And now they're not too sure. The ball spotted further, so it is a first down.
So first down officially from the 45-yard line. Non-existent are fingernails for both teams. The partisans who are watching on YouTube and for those in the stands definitely are much more louder than before. And now with 2:25 left here, can the Packers pull off the win? Almond, pressure. He is sacked. Brought down this time by the front 4 of the Cougars, and flexing his way through is Nolan Howard in on the sack, and a big play for that Cougar defense.
Tout à fait. Donc, on a vu le numéro 2 sortir du champ arrière vers la droite, mais la défensive des Cougars, la ligne défensive, a mis beaucoup trop de pression et n'a pas permis aux carrières de trouver ses receveurs. Et c'est un autre sac du quart pour les Cougars.
2:10 left in this ball game. Lorenko now occupying the width on the far left. Almond, handoff. Lombato cutting up ahead. Nice cut to the 30, 40, 35, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line, just shy of it. And he will be short of a first down. It will be 3rd and about 2, give or take, coming up here.
Oui, belle course ici de Lombato. Donc, il prend le ballon, coupe vers sa gauche, réussit à voir le joueur défensif qui s'en venait en poursuite par-dessus, rentre à l'intérieur de ça. Il va chercher un bon nombre de verges. Donc, situation de 3e et 2.
And for tonight, the Packers are 2 of 5 for third down conversions. This is definitely 4-down territory. There's no punt or field goal. They have to go for it here in this do or die series coming up here for either side. And right now, we welcome those watching this on the YouTube stream. Dwayne John Mocon is a 28-24 lead. Coming into this fourth quarter, it was a 14-10 lead for the Cougars. And now they're up by a score of 28-14. So we've seen 4 touchdowns in this period of action here. And now you wonder who could be the hero of this matchup here to put themselves and etch themselves in this Quebec midget history of football. And we'll find out now with 1:56 left. 3rd and 2 coming up for this Packer team. 2 plays. What's your call here, Dwayne?
Ben, c'est un jeu important pour la défensive des Cougars. Les Packers savent qu'ils sont en territoire de 4e essai. Donc, ce que les défensives veulent faire, c'est de faire perdre des verges à ce moment-ci. Ils veulent pas que ça soit 4e et 1 ou 4e et encore 2. Ils veulent réussir à faire de la pénétration dans cette ligne offensive, que ce soit un jeu de passe, que ce soit un jeu de course. On veut venir les attraper dans le champ arrière et les mettre dans une situation de 4e et 4, 4e et 5 même peut-être, si on peut avoir plus sur un sac du carrière. Pour les Packers, possiblement, on veut y aller en force. Le numéro 23 est notre bourreau de travail dans le champ arrière. Donc Tyrone Wilson a eu des courses tout en puissance. On va probablement aller vouloir lui remettre le ballon dans les mains, nous dire Tyrone va nous chercher les quelques verges qui nous manquent pour un premier jeu. Et ensuite, on va pouvoir continuer le travail. Sinon, pire des cas, 4e et court. Et on le sait, avec 4 points d'écart, on n'aura pas le choix d'y aller pour ce 4e jeu, le cas échéant.
Tyrone Wilson is in the huddle right now. We've not mentioned him as much in the fourth quarter. Lombardo has been the key man. He's been the cutting edge to this whole offense here. He has been the showstopper, and we're in for a box office finish with 1:56 left here. 28-24 lead for the Cougars over the Packers, and the Lakeshore player being helped off. And we talk about the bodies going down, the war of attrition here. Lakeshore's lost 2 key players from their defense in the last quarter and a half or so. And now we get ready for this. Eyeball to eyeball. 1:56 left here. 28-24 lead, 32 for Elmont. Handoff. Wilson muscles his way through, and he will be very close. Lakeshore saying it's their football, but there wasn't any panic in the bottom of the hole of the tackle that occurred. First down, Greenfield Park, Dwayne.
Oui, donc en effet, tel que prévu, on remet le ballon au numéro 23 qui réussit à faire son chemin malgré un premier contact en arrière de la ligne pour le premier jeu. Garde les jambes en mouvement et bouge la pile et va chercher un premier jeu important pour son équipe.
Right now, none of these teams want to be second best in this football game. 1:33 left in this matchup. 2 to the right of Elmont. Wilson in the backfield. Blitz from Lakeshore. Elmont launching, short pass swing. Here comes Wilson, cutting against the grain. Up ahead to the 20. Look out to the 15. And he muscles his way through with the strong horsepower legs to the 10-yard line.
Tyrone, my man Tyrone, gets the ball. Check down running back. We see Lombardo fly out there. There's a receiver that goes up the gut in the middle, but we end up dumping the ball to Tyrone, and that makes a superb play of getting north-south right away, getting positive yards like I told y'all a couple of times during this game. Running towards the end zone is going to get more points than running towards the sideline.
Greenfield Park is in red ink, down by 4. Touchdown will put them in black ink. Elmont, handoff, Lombardo, left side, and he's gang tackle, and Lakeshore read that well from start to finish as they had 4 guys ready for that run to the left of the Greenfield Park offense.
Totally, and the way the play was designed, we didn't see much O-line working towards the left side. The running back was going left, but the line seemed to be moving a little more right than left. So that's why probably there were so many red players on Lombardo on that play.
And they hounded and hunted down Lombardo on that run. The clock just started too early, so there should be about 56.6 left here. And now it's listed at 49.7. 4-point lead for the Cougars. They held serve in the first half when they were deep and pinned in their own red zone. One route, that's the end zone. And a whistle, and they will have to redo that again. A bit of anxious times here for both teams. 47.1 left in this ball game. Lakeshore makes one more change. Could this be the roll of the dice here? 2nd and 8 coming up, as the referee will now jog his way through and perhaps readjust the clock. So it appears they will be changing the current clock. So 49.5 left here, Dwayne. 2nd down and 8. 2 to the right of Elmal. Wilson in the backfield. High snap, rolling to his right. Elmal looking, launching. End zone, no one there, incomplete. And that was intended for Poirier, and it will be a 3rd down coming up here, 41.3. What's the play call coming up here, partner?
Assurément, on va regarder pour le numéro 2. On va vouloir y mettre le ballon dans les mains. Je pense qu'encore, c'est une situation de... On a un 3e essai, mais on sait qu'on a quand même un 4e essai en arrière de ça. Donc, on a 2 jeux pour franchir la distance. C'est 3e et 8. On est à la ligne de, présentement,
At the 8,
9.
9, yeah, 9
Donc,
yard
on
line.
pourrait même réussir à trouver le moyen d'avoir un premier jeu sans être dans la zone début. Donc, faut pas être trop gourmand, faut pas chercher sans la zone début, mais si c'est disponible, faut le prendre.
Empty backfield. Elmal rolling. He stopped, looking. Corner of the end zone. Incomplete. It was short, and a reprieve for the Packers because that would have been an INT. Well defended by the Cougars, and this will be now the ball game coming up here. Lambotta was the intended receiver. Look at the highlight here.
Exact.
Guys.
Et ça, c'est ce qu'on apprend au receveur. Si tu n'es pas en situation pour faire le jeu, deviens le demi-défensif et t'assure-toi que l'interception ne se passe pas. Donc, solide jeu de Lambotto ici qui sauve la partie potentiellement et permet un autre jeu à son attaque pour aller chercher les points qui leur manquent pour sortir d'ici avec la victoire. Mais encore, s'il marque, il reste encore des secondes au cadran. Rien ne sera garanti.
This could be the last play, the last roll of the dice for the Packers in this matchup here. 35.2 left. Dwayne John Mocon, 28-24 lead for the Cougars over the Packers. Dwayne, if you're the OC, what are you calling?
Je le sais pas. Je pense que le numéro 2, l'autre équipe, ils l'ont suivi toute la partie. Il a réussi à faire ses jeux. Mathis Lamontagne a fait des jeux incroyables de manière verticale. Donc, on n'a pas assez d'espace pour retourner à ce jeu-là spécifiquement. Le numéro 23, un bon bourreau de travail. Est-ce qu'on tente de surprendre l'adversaire avec un jeu de course en 3e et 8, sachant qu'il y a environ ça de moyenne, ce porteur-là? Ou encore, on éparpille tous ces bons joueurs-là, tous ces athlètes-là, et on dit à notre carrière, tu vas avoir de l'espace. Si tu as un joueur de disponible, prends-le. Sinon, prends les jambes à ton cou, fonce vers la zone début, tombe vers l'avant, tombe dans la zone bleue.
There we go. 4th down coming up here. 35.2 left. Elmal. Can he be the hero? Wilson in the backfield. Blitz, early movement, and they will get 5 free yards, it appears, going against Lakeshore.
L'indiscipline ici peut coûter très, très cher. Chaque équipe pointe l'autre équipe. Certains disent hors-jeu, les autres disent procédure. Voyons voir ce que les arbitres vont dire.
So now, inside the 4, this becomes even more on the edge stuff here. The jeopardy has become daily double now for the Cougars. The last play of the game, and from the perspective of what we have from the scoreboard, they can still get a 1st down on a 4th down and 3. So there's 2 options here to keep this game alive. Timeout called by Lakeshore. So Dwayne, if you're the Lakeshore defense, what are you going to be calling here with your wall, with your backs against the wall at the borderline of preventing the touchdown to happen in this matchup?
Il y a différents éléments ici. Il y a la ligne défensive que eux doivent s'assurer de contrer la course. Ils veulent s'assurer que le numéro 23 n'ait pas une grande brèche et qu'il se rende aisément dans la zone début. Au 2e niveau, on est un petit peu plus les yeux sur le numéro 2, Lambotto. Lambotto, des fois aligné comme receveur, des fois dans le champ arrière qui sort comme receveur, des fois dans le champ arrière comme porteur de ballon. C'est leur couteau suisse. Donc, on va demander au secondaire, le numéro 2, il est à vous. Il faut s'assurer que le ballon ne puisse pas se rendre à lui. La ligne défensive, assurez-vous de tenir les joueurs de ligne offensive, fermez les trous pour pas que le numéro 23 puisse rentrer en marchant.
The only option now for the Packers is to get 6. And if they do score here, this could be the game-winning touchdown. Eyeball to eyeball. Heart pounding the ribcage for both teams. Edmond's got 2 to his left. Rolling to his right, pressured, and he is sacked. Lakeshore comes up with the biggest stop of their season, and now we're 30 seconds away from being bowl champions.
What a play by the D-line. And the one thing that you didn't want to happen if you were the Greenfield Park Packers was exactly what just happened. If he manages just to throw the ball away, Cougars are going to take the ball on the 4-yard line. We've got a chance to go make a play, create a safety, pin them deep, keep them there. Now, with the Cougars sacking, well, the offense has all the room necessary to finish up this game.
And you can see the empty hearts of the Packers right now, inconsolable, as this game now is more than just a formality for the Lakeshore Cougars, as they're going to complete an undefeated season here. A team comprised of 36 first-year players, a team that has played together since Adam football. A lot of these young men have been together, and now they are about to be in Nirvana with a chance to be the midget champions for the 2021 season. What a game we've had, and for the Greenfield Park Packers, they're going to be coming up second best in this game today.
Yeah, and my heart goes out to them, because in a game like this, you wish that there wasn't any loser. But it's the game of football. A team needs to win, a team needs to lose, and the Cougars did quite a job today in what was a great, great football game.
And now it is the best play in football, the victory formation. Clock is rolling, and one more will do it. Game, set, champions, Lakeshore Cougars. A game that was in the balance for the entire start to finish ends up with a defense that was wounded, down 2 players, coming up with the biggest play of the season, and they win it. And you can see Glenn Valentine, a man who has poured his heart out, quarterback, runner, kick returner, and now champion.
What a game he played. Probably the heart and soul of his team, doing everything he needed to do, that he could do, to make sure that him and his teammates come out on top of this battle, which was totally epic. This is probably an instant classic for midget football. It was quite a game.
And you can see some of the hearts broken here. Philippe Bourget wanted to leave the field, but he's being brought back in. Of course, that is a heartbreaking loss for him. He is a monster for this Greenfield Park team, and for Lakeshore, it is going to be a sweet bus ride back on the 40 West, going back to the West Island tonight, that they will be champions of Quebec for the 2021 season. And you know, Dwayne, you said it before, you've been there before. You've been at the pinnacle of success and in second place at times for championship finals here. And for Greenfield Park, it is a life lesson that they'll learn and have to live with it in the long winter months, preparing for next year and trying to get back to this point again and perhaps win it. And for Lakeshore, all that time spent during the COVID-19 world of ours has been rewarded with a championship.
Assurément. Et le football, c'est ça qui est un peu triste. C'est que c'est une partie d'erreur. Et ils ont potentiellement commis 2, 3, 4 erreurs de trop qui ont fait en sorte qu'aujourd'hui, ils partent pas les champions. Mais ils vont grandir. C'est pas les premiers à avoir vécu une telle situation. C'est quelque chose qu'ils vont mettre dans leur valise. Ils vont faire en sorte qu'ils vont être capables de vivre l'adversité, que ce soit sur le terrain ou à l'extérieur, à cause de l'expérience qu'ils ont vécue aujourd'hui. Donc, ils peuvent sortir d'ici la tête très haute. Je suis certain que leurs amis, leurs parents, leurs familles qui sont ici vont les applaudir. Ils vont leur dire, garde la tête haute, tu as raison d'être fier.
And I wonder for the Greenfield Park staff how long it will take them to rewatch this game here, because there were some misplays. And for Lakeshore, they withstood the storm brought by the Greenfield Park Packers. Now, stay tuned now for the championship presentation here from Stade Hébert, as they will give some player of the games and also the ultimate trophy, which is the Doug Britton Bowl trophy to the Lakeshore Cougars. 28-24 victory for the Cougars over the Packers. And now you see the players shaking hands. Edmond shaking hands with a Lakeshore Cougar and number 95 and Raymond Fiore. And let's not forget, Dwayne, these are volunteer coaches. They put in a lot of time and effort to nurture these young men and women who are playing in midget football. And it is a life lesson for sure. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Secretary of the QMFL, Ms. Nelly Vicente, to present the gold medals to the Lakeshore Cougars. Hello? Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Registraire de Football Québec, Monsieur Marc Fortin, to present the MVP trophies.
Between Lakeshore and Greenfield Park. As you see now, both teams lined up at the 45-yard line of the respective territory. And so here's the play of the day. Dwayne, break it down for us, pal.
Yeah, so the situation, it's 4th and 3. Ball's on the 4-yard line, and the quarterback decides to drop back, penetration, unblocked player from each side of him, so the quarterback didn't have a chance to get the ball out. Miscommunication on the part of the offense. They brought pressure and nobody picked it up. Might have thrown hot, we don't know, but the situation is they ended up losing too many yards to give themselves a chance for another play.
It was a full breach by the Lakeshore defense, and they got home to the quarterback. And that is your play of the game. That wins it for them. And now, Glenn Valentine, he's going to be in the ice bath tomorrow morning. He's going to have some sore legs going to school tomorrow, and I won't blame him if he takes a day off from school.
Yeah, he could be rewarded for a day off, but probably student athlete that he is, he'll show up Monday with his medal wrapped around his neck, with a big smile, knowing that people will know that he brought his team to the promised land. He was part of a championship team, and he played a great game. He allowed his teammates to be great today.
Yeah.
And the Cougars won the Doug Britton Bowl in 2021.
So the player of the game for the Packers is Philippe Bourget on the defensive side of the football here. And I think back to that play, that they timed their blitz call perfectly. It's a high risk, high reward.
It's high risk, high reward, and most possibly they said, you know what, if number 2's not coming out on your side, you blitz. If number 2's coming out on your side, you got to blitz and engage and make sure that he doesn't get the ball. So, hey, football, such a beautiful sport.
It's a game of chess. It's a game of chess with inches in between that, and that inch went in favor of Lakeshore. And as you see now, the medal is being presented, and now it is time for the ultimate medal, which is the trophy coming up here. A banner that can never take away from the program. That is there forever. In terms of this first place banner, the second place banner is something they may not want to post up on their wall of achievements here for the Greenfield Park Packer offices.
Yeah, but sometimes, depending on the coaching staff, depending on the group of players you have, sometimes you might want to post it for motivation. So when they do come back in the area and they see that banner and they remember that, you know what, we were close. What didn't we do to make sure that we had the other banner, that the trophy's right there with that banner? So there's different philosophies to this one.
Well, it was definitely a pinging effort. And here is the banner that definitely will be showing with class and dignity and proudly for the Lakeshore Cougar program. And Valentine and his captains will all receive the banner from the QMFL right now. Football finals, my friend. It takes a lot of heart and dedication. And once you reach the end of the track and come up empty, and you see that opposite team hoisting up the trophy, it motivates you. It motivates you.
Totally. And luckily for me, I wasn't too often on that side.
No, you have a few of those Vanity Cup rings there, I believe. So
a couple, a handful, should I say?
You lose track sometimes with those. And here it is, the trophy presentation. Your 2021 champions, Lakeshore Cougars. And coming up next is the best picture.
Join your captain in the celebration of your championship win.
The best team photo in team sports.
Lakeshore Cougars!
The Cougars are your champions. And this will be the longest walk for the Packers, going back towards the sideline. And for Lakeshore, simply first-class effort from start to finish here. And both teams were first-class through and through. But for the Greenfield Park Packers, they come up second best. And the best photo in team sports. So today, it's been a West Island heavy day. North Shore Lions winning their division, and now Lakeshore. So the banner for Quebec football will be proudly west of the Décarie, going towards that part of town. And they will enjoy that, and that team banquet, Dwayne, will be one of the highlights that they will enjoy, whatever that might be, in some point during the winter in February or early March for that matter.
Totally. We hope that COVID restrictions allow for them to have that moment to remember today and to say that, wow, what a progression we had all year long. What a progression we had during this game that didn't start off that well, but we kept to it. We worked. There was ups and downs. And you know what? We stuck in there as a team, and we ended up winning the Doug Britton Bowl.
Champions for life. And the most important thing here is, Dwayne, for both teams, they have developed friends for life. And that is the thing. You make these young people into great adults, male and female. And we see it right now. And with both these teams, there are hard-earned efforts from both sides. And for Lakeshore champions indeed. So let's wrap it up here in terms of what we have going on here as you see the celebrations going through. If you were to give an MVP to, in your mind, the Dwayne John MVP game ball goes to who?
It needs to be number 10. It needs to be the quarterback of the Cougars, Glenn Valentine. Put the team on his back during the second quarter, ran as a returner, ran as a quarterback, did a great job managing the game for his team today.
Well, this game, plenty of late drama that occurred. It was slow burning to start out the second half, and Lakeshore and Greenfield Park put on a show for both sides here as they come away with a victory on a big defensive stop to win it 28-24. Dwayne, thank you very much. A job well done by you. Fantastic job. It was excellent work for you. And also, Primo Productions. Thank you very much for the opportunity, for giving us a chance to do this game here. And it was enjoyable. It was nice weather, first of all. That was the most key thing here. It was nice weather. It was cold, might be wearing toques and all that. But definitely, as you see the highlights right now being presented to you, as you see some big plays going through and through here. Again, Dwayne, fantastic job by you. Thank you very much to everyone here at Primo Productions. From Stade Hébert, your champions for the 2021 season, the Lakeshore Cougars. We'll see you next year. Bye for now.